let's test out this debut title from an independent studio inside Electronic Arts. Released as a first-person magic shooter, Immortals of Aveum barely met sales expectations. The developer said it was a good first attempt at making an Unreal Engine 5 title with a new studio, but with a lot of the competition in the landscape, many were waiting for it to go on sale, and I happened to get it for free. So we're going to check it out now. It kind of reminds me of First Descendant, you know, like it's got that magic fantasy setting, but it's a shooting game. So we'll check it out without further ado. Immortals of Aveum. I guess we'll just do recommended. I almost wanted to go up to Immortal, but let's just do recommended. Recommended difficulty. And we'll go from there. There's a wound in our world. This has got a story too. The center of Aveum, the wound grows larger, threatening to swallow all the 5 kingdoms. And our rulers ignore this and they wage their ever war, fighting over the control of magic. Powerful Magni, wielders of magic, lead armies in an endless doom cycle. If there's hope, it will not come from them. Sounds good. Wound, Avium's life. This is so lame. I saw gameplay footage of it and it looked cool. Like it looked fast.
Lords of Kelthus surrendered. Their magna burned alive as they watched. Stripped of magic, the armies of Glavegate fell. To
This
Sandra,
looks...
the
if it weren't for the lighting,
tyrant of Reshard,
how shimmery it all is,
ruler,
it looks very slopped together.
And the horns of their ancestors trumpeted blood in protest.
Hardcore.
Hush.
Passage to the sands
So
of
he,
Orman was secure.
What is this? Oh, it's a
The
theater.
Sky Islands,
Careful.
unaware the Everwar
I'm being
approached
careful.
with winged
As careful as last time.
Careful,
And the
I mean, that's one way to rewrite Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn.
declaring
The Magni of their order now vanish.
damn.
You think Sandrak really talks like that?
Like his neck tattoo.
Maybe he bores his enemies to death.
I'm concentrating.
But don't you have to admit, like, the modeling on their faces and their complexions and the fabric, it's like it's looking better, right?
but I am
I guess because of the facial scans.
The men content to simply wonder.
I'm wondering.
It's almost like that
Distracted. Go, go, go.
No one cares about
artificial-
Arthur Norman.
Pull it off.
Sandrak's coming our way.
the artificial objects in the scene look worse.
Got it. Let's go.
But the people look good.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone please take your seats.
Hey, wait up. Luna.
Over here, Jack.
What was that other game I played? It was a sci-fi game, Technomancer. That kind of reminds me of that too. And LX, but LX was good. So I don't know what the structure of this game is. If it's like linear levels and zones, or it's kind of open. All right, I'm gaming. Streetwise, I'm gaming. Kind of reminds me of Thief also. Basically, any first-person game it reminds me of. I'm fast. Southtown, I think that's in like, I don't know, New Jersey or some shitty place. I'm jumping. All right, let's do a little quick button check. It feels smooth. It's not really walking smooth. I never went through any of the other options. You want to do that now? Let's go through this now. Let's go through these options now. I never went through that. Let's see. I kind of just needed to get the fucking the music ready. Let's see. Maybe there's like we got VSync is on. Maybe there's some sort of what do they call it? No, some sort of graphics mode. Doesn't look like it though. So all right, let's do a quick button check. Double jump on my magic jump. All right. All right, you had me at double jump. L1, R1, L2, R2. Triangle, circle, square. The D-pad, health is full, so right is going to be healed. What about, R3. What about L3? L3 is run even more. Alright, so basically we just have run and jump. Double jump. You know, alright. I'm gonna get on that, I'm being... Alright, fine. Look at the door though. Look at that door. That's not a window. It's a back door onto his porch. But he's got a fire escape. I'm supposed to get up there, I know it. I'm supposed to get up here. This is how the speed run starts. See, look. This is how the speed run starts. The last level's right there. That's the last level. You don't know you can get there from the beginning of the game. You're not a speedrunner like me, expert speedrunner. Alright, let's run.
Slide down.
Yeah, let's fly down. Alright, I'm gaming. Scripted sequence gaming. I bounced off the,
How much did we get?
flower
Great.
pot.
I
Wow, I'm
provided
going
moral
a
support.
lot faster.
Maybe the others made out better.
One can hope.
Did Caleb ever tell you his plans for this caper he's got in mind up in Topside?
I think he just likes to say caper.
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 It's a
So I
fun
guess
word.
we're
Feels
thieves.
sneaky. Also, you two stay out of Topside.
Press X to jump. I invented X to jump. I invented X to double jump. So we built this weird vertical city out of... We have magic, but we built it out of wood. There's not magic strong
No
enough.
one's using the cargo lift. Come on.
Maybe we use the magic to, like, glue it all together. Oh, press and
wasn't
hold.
paying
My favorite
attention.
mechanic.
What was
Press
the
and
play
hold.
about?
Calthis surrendered to
So
Sandrak,
squares interact.
and he burnt all their
We're
magic.
learning more buttons.
Alive.
Well, that's not nice at all. What kind of message does that send?
It's that nice and wool.
It's pretty rude, if you ask me.
That I'm the evil kind? I don't
That
know.
Sandrak really wants you to think he's capital E evil.
I doubt he thinks that.
You cannot think it, and
It also
still
looks like that
be
game
it.
Thymacia. Once
It's
again,
kind of
a city built out of
scary.
wood and a tree stump.
The tyrant of Rashard.
Alright.
See?
Let's cut through the market.
Sure, but let's keep an eye out for the
I
constables.
could fall down there and then get back up. Let's take a look at this.
The market
this
seems
landscape.
kind of dead tonight.
There's talk of a bunch of airships coming into dock.
And the thing is,
Some
I wonder
pirates
how
probably
much-
think they can make
I
easy
wonder
money
how much-
unloading cargo.
I wonder how much memory bank it takes to create all that stuff and have it out in the background, because that's real modeling. I don't think it's not fake. Same with that too. Like if you could get over there outside of like an invisible wall, that's all real. So like, what do you think it takes an artist to structure all that stuff? They're probably generating a lot kind of automatically. Like it doesn't need to be the most detailed stuff because you're just it just needs to be the shape, right? Basically the shape. But that's the thing I feel like in Mortal Kombat 1, I think about that all the time. There are so many different layers to the backgrounds in those games, and you never even stand still long enough to look at them because, you know, it's just a fighting game. But I think there's like a lot of artistic effort that goes into this stuff. Maybe that fighting game. That's kind of
Maybe
lost.
that's
In
what
a game
we
like
should have
this where
done
it's a
instead
single
of
player
stealing
game
from the hat
and it
man.
adds to the
He was
atmosphere.
a bust.
By any metric, a man with a hat indicates a perfectly respectable mark.
And I feel that way about like this type of area too. Look at all the detail that they put into this to make it look believable. And I'm gonna run past it. So it's almost like for the games, there are these games
That
like
sounds
CD
made
Projekt
up.
games and others that tout immersion. That's really the selling point for the world. And then there's these other games where they have to do just as much modeling, but I don't know. And then you see these meme games where the gameplay is super straightforward. Like they have no graphics. It's almost like the raw gameplay
So,
and like
when are you gonna tell them?
the minimal required graphics on
Are
purpose.
you
And that
gonna
kind
tell
of
them?
that sells
Maybe,
what?
I
It
don't
sells
know.
just
Feels
as many
late for it
copies,
now.
but
You made it late.
Because I hate goodbyes.
title's cheaper, there's not enough money.
Sure. I get
But
that.
then it's like this game has got so a game like this where it has to use production budget to try and justify a big price point, I think that's where they're screwing up. Because the gameplay's either there's just as much gameplay as in any other title, and let's say it's good enough, you like it. It's like you can play a $10 game or you can play a $70 game. What do you want? And it's like it's the same amount of game. It's the same amount of your time spent gaming, the same experience of a game. Like there's music, There's a little city. How's this any different than like an RPG? Tales of Trials, or you know, Trials of Xenoblade, or whatever else. Like Tales of Oblivion. What's the difference, right? We're playing the same game over and over again, and we keep paying for it again. Forspoken. What about Forspoken? Like, how is this not Forspoken? What's the difference? And then they wonder why AAA's failing. Because apparently this game failed. It failed to sell like 2 million copies or whatever. And make its budget back of like 100. It was like, what, 80 million and then 20, 40 million for the marketing? It's like 140 million. And it didn't make it back until Sony was like, here, we'll buy it from you, and then people will rent it from us. So something like this, what do you think? If they make it more linear, use a new engine that's readily accessible like Unreal to get the pop of the graphics, but make the experience narrow and small. Maybe there's enough people. I mean, what they want is to get out their experience, right? They're artists, right? What they want is to get out their experience. So if they make it narrow and sell that experience and find an audience, then it's like none of them were ever artists who had to work on a small budget. You see what I'm saying? So they don't, it's like, of course they don't know big business. They don't know, like, super advertisement. But then they also don't know independent business, like working on a shoestring budget. So I'm telling you, I think AAA's getting killed by these employees, these entitled middle-class employees who are like, I want to eat guacamole toast and go home at 5. How come no one's buying our AAA game? Well, you answered your own question.
What's up? You're in no hurry to get back.
No.
You're thinking how much you're going to miss this garbage heap.
Please, would you?
Don't call my home a garbage heap.
I don't want to spend my life living above a bottomless hole in the ground, Jack.
We don't technically know if the wound is totally bottomless.
All signs point to yes.
They'll be okay, Luna. I'll watch over them.
I've got an idea.
Kind of reminds me of Kingdom Come also. So there's these big RPGs. There are these big RPGs where you're like, you know, they craft a world to make it believable and livable. But what's the game inside that world that's really enticing the player to spend a long time? Me, I like linear experiences. I'm not looking
Target
for
practice?
open immersion.
Why not? It's our civic duty as citizens of the Saren Underbridge.
It's janitorial work.
Probably would have made more money clearing off these lurch barnacles than we did at that
Saren
play.
Underbridge.
Fair. You're all about duty right now, aren't you?
That was a poop joke.
Nice. You'll make a good soldier.
And this guy's got face tattoos.
I hear they give better uniforms to the lightless that can summon a little magic like this.
There's a
I wonder
word,
if they'll give
Jack.
me a tutorial that teaches
It's
me
not
how to
about
use
the
magic.
uniform.
Or maybe it's better boots.
Cheese, Jack.
Wait, what?
Soldiers get to eat real cheese. Boots are just extra.
So we saw
Rashawn's
little
got no
incidents
idea
of
what's coming.
everybody using
Make corporal, I
magic.
can even buy land. The whole farm just full of boots.
Look, I know I keep saying I get it, but I don't. Not really. You're the first person I've met that actually wants to fight in the Everwar.
No one escapes the draft, Jack.
They do all the time. You're not even going to try.
Besides, I don't want to fight in the Everwar. I want to fight for Lucium.
Exactly the same thing?
Just shut up and shoot.
I like the impending like base boost. Yeah, it's like if there's one way to add drama to a scene, turn on the subwoofer. So I gotta admit, the facial gesturations that they're getting out of this engine are really accurate. Now I'm gonna teach me to shoot. R2 at the large barnacle. Okay, it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive for a first-person game. Maybe I'll get some.
All done. Let's go.
I'm all done.
When they
Maybe,
ship you
maybe
off
I'll
to
get
fight
a
in
lot
the
of
Everwar,
generous
what do you think
auto
they'll end up
aim.
sending you?
Who knows? Maybe I have just enough magic not to be considered lightless, and I'll have a say in where they send me. A Magnus.
And we saw a lot of the other characters
No offense, but what we do is kind of like
playing with magic in the world.
a Magnus is like.
Pow! Bing!
I mean, it's not even a contest.
Yeah, some magic might as well mean no magic as far as the Magni are concerned.
It's very, very sensitive. But I don't know how fine-tuned your aim needs to be in this game. Like I was saying, we saw a lot of the other characters just kind of playing with magic, so I guess it's one of those things where it's not a story where we're super unique. Everybody in this place is probably like a semi-soldier. Or maybe like he's saying all these citizens are recruited to fight. See, look, he's playing with magic. Practicing his juggling act, I guess. Got a bunch of jars of pickles in front of this ladder. A lot of people milling about.
Oh, I can smell Fife's stew from here.
Pretty sure the whole neighborhood can. You know, everything he cooks tastes vaguely like regret.
Well,
I'm trying to look around.
Jack!
Whoa!
no love for the boss? Come here.
Are you leaving us?
That's like the fake language on the sign.
You turned 16 in the morning, and that's when the soldiers threw you into the army because Jack said life is unfair.
Or
16.
you could ignore the draft like a normal person.
Happy birthday. No one tells me anything. How'd you score?
We're officially the worst street thieves in Saren. Hopefully Caleb redeems us.
Dug this out the back of Trotter's place. I guess we can act like it's cake.
Oh no, you're not eating that. Shoo.
Probably wise. Stew's almost ready anyway. Grab us some tubers from up top, Jack.
Sure thing.
Tubers.
Let me know when Caleb gets here. I've got something I want to tell you all.
Like that you're leaving us.
Shut up, you.
There are a lot of stories where it shows people in just complete poverty. Like, I remember growing up as a kid, there was all these, like, cartoons. Usually with animals, like some mouse, and he's just poor. Like, living in total squalor and poverty. I mean, so then you go, okay, well, in terms of classic literature, it makes sense. A lot of people were incredibly poor, even up till, like, World War I. But then you fast forward to today, and like all these, you know, middle class magazine writers living in a brownstone. I can't relate to that either. So,
What do you put into stew when it's someone's birthday?
What?
Birthday stew. What goes in it?
Yeah, that's not a thing, Fife.
Want to try it?
sure, it's probably burning hot
And?
though.
It's the snails that really seal the deal.
I wonder if the developers are English, as in from England. There's a lot of like pick
What are
me
you doing,
up items.
Rugrat?
Stole some posters, added them to my scrapbook. Wanna see?
Sure. But what's with you stealing posters?
It's part of the historical record, Jack. Join the fight.
No thanks. This propaganda is going to rot your brain.
Is that what happened to Luna? Brain rot? Is that why she's joining the Lights Army in the morning and leaving us? Yes, sir. No.
No one escapes the draft, Babs. Plus, I really think Luna believes it's the right thing to do.
Why is fighting in the Evil the right thing to do?
Look, I never said it was. And you better not tell Luna I said anything. She pretty much thinks I already have.
I think this character's voice actor is pretty good. Just sort of a, we'll figure out who his character is.
I know you told them.
Damn, I want to pick that
I
thing
did
up on the
not.
shelf.
Well, something's got them all riled.
Look, it's not like it was hard to figure out you're leaving. You're packing bags, you're crossing out days on the calendar, you're reading big fat official-looking books of... What is it this time?
The Officer's Manual of Lights Army Regulations.
See? No way that gave away the store, right? What are you thinking?
Would you rather fight 100-foot-tall crab or 101-foot-tall crabs? The day may come.
Like a Vecchi crab or a crab?
Does it matter? It's 100 feet tall.
Then fine. The 100-foot tall one.
Why that one?
There is glory in that one.
Idiot.
Look, I'm seriously innocent. They just figured it out.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to know that they know. Not yet.
I'm sure we'll all act surprised when you finally tell us.
I'm gonna. Just let me know when Caleb's back. I'll do it all in one big go.
Oh my lord. I looked straight for the see you later option. Who is Babs? Fife, Caleb. Yeah, see you later.
Alright. See you at dinner.
You bet.
This is not an RPG, it's an action title. Why do they keep zooming me around to these weird spots? Press and hold to pick up. Can I change that? Can I change that? Colorblind, camera shake, bob, vibration, cinematic. That's it. Press and hold. My nemesis. So if I have plans, why are we
Just
eating
remember to be super
snails
supportive
and
of her
slime?
when she tells everyone at dinner.
What are my other controls? I'm tempted to just jump off, but I don't want to reset everything. It's enough story. I want gameplay. It's no wonder why kids want gameplay. I'm tired of looking at these cutscenes. I got enough story. Tell me
Happy
who my
birthday,
character
Luna.
is and the
I hit it
conflict
big
is,
tonight.
and then throw me into the world and let me
facts.
just go play. It's no
Your
wonder.
present, such as it is.
What's that in it?
Snow globe.
Pentasod.
Well, no shit, I mean the swirly stuff.
Looks like snow.
What's snow?
I don't know, wintertime shit. They say it's in Calthus all the time. Looked pretty as all. Oh,
Caleb!
oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Move your hand, let me see. Constable got a lucky shot. I'll be... Ah! Damn it, Jack! It's not good. Did they follow you?
It's
Got
not
yourself hurt over this
good.
shit.
Careful, Caleb. Your guts are split. Why didn't you...
I didn't want to ruin your birthday at all.
That's dumb.
Jack, come on. We need medicine. I've got an idea.
Explain on the way.
You guys watch
this gonna
him.
be a healing
Get the rags
tutorial?
and the water, and don't let him sleep. You know how to do this.
We'll be quick. So, what's the plan?
I'm still making it up, but I'm pretty sure
Imagine
it's
if you're
way.
one of these
You're making it
actors
up?
who is like,
It's gelling. Have
I
faith.
gotta get a role.
Caleb's gonna be all
Maybe
right.
video games are the answer. Get to play this cool character, do all my same facial gestations, and yeah, I really love the work. I gotta act, and then the game flops. It's like it was a great project, a great story that nobody wanted to play because they don't want cutscenes. Oh god. Accepting a game award with your
The
boobs out.
noblemen buy all the housing in the East Nets and Harrow's Edge. That's the mark.
That's
Lady D's nuts.
they'll kill you kind of place, Luna.
Noble means rich. Rich means magic. Magic means,
What?
I don't know, healing crystals or something. Drugs from topside.
I mean, I don't have a better idea.
I like these automatic ladders.
Yeah, no, this is smart.
They say he's old.
Can I
He'll
still
have
shoot?
all kinds
Yep.
of medicine.
It's a good play.
It kind of looks like the plasma from Unreal Tournament. What about these things?
You're saying something you're not saying.
It's just, this kind of thing comes naturally to you. Like, it's so natural, you didn't even know what our plan was gonna be when we headed out, and now, bam! Here's how we're getting out of this.
You're going to do great when I'm gone, Jack. I promise.
We really ran around a lot of level. Like they really built this whole thing out. It kind of looks like Borderlands. Also, it's got just any game with a wooden plank and a first person. it's gonna look alike. I mean, they do look alike. They're all made in the same damn engine.
Those are Lights Army soldiers.
Your new best
I
friend.
shoot them.
Looks like they're in a hurry.
This
What do you think they're doing
sensitivity
here?
is
I don't know.
fast.
It's weird. Over there. That manor. That's where we're going.
Huh.
We're running
Okay, then.
far.
Game face, Jack.
Yep.
Oh, she's gotta go first? What's mana? I did. Huh? Oh, so now I'm thieving.
I don't know what any of this stuff is.
It's like Shang Tsung's lair.
What color is life magic?
Life magic?
Look, I don't know.
I think it's green. Just look for green.
Look for green.
Oh, hey. Check it out.
So, if I can't make magic, how can I control
You
magic?
didn't say he was a Magnus.
Do you know how to work a sigil?
No, you don't either.
Details. Just open it or whatever.
Shoot crystal locks with the matching color to open the door. Good thing I have blue magic on my hand. So that's how you open it? You just shoot it? How would they not know how to
Is
do
that your
that?
definition of being careful?
Do you know how to open a sigil? Yeah, just
Whoops.
shoot it.
What are we gonna do with it? Wiggle at it, Caleb?
Maybe?
What
How's
do you
she
mean,
gonna be a
maybe?
general if she's a thief?
Uh-oh.
Blast these motherfuckers.
Shit! Let's get out of here. Run! Come on! This way!
I got him unlocked. Look, he can't even touch me. He's just got a stupid sword. I got magic, buddy. I can break a green sigil. Yeah, drop it. Yeah, bring the beat back.
That's the city alarm.
Just for us?
Saren's
Boy.
being attacked.
This sensitivity's crazy.
Air raid.
What's with mixing magic and hip hop? Like, I like hip hop, but you know,
Is that?
It's a
when
shot.
I'm playing 50 Cent's
Send
Blood
us
on the
attacking
Sand,
city.
you know, like
We have to
now
get back
I'm
to the
playing,
others. Come on. We've got to get
you know,
home.
the Chronicles of Narnia. Then we go in the Chronicle, and then I'm saying they can come back. It ain't gonna be diabolical. I can't believe I opened that book.
Move it, Jack.
That lion came out talking to me. I was shook.
Hurry. Look out!
Wait a minute. Why are these guys?
Just keep moving.
Why are these guys shooting? Oh, they're not our soldiers, are they? I'm stuck on something. They're killing all the townspeople. We're getting invaded, I think. I got no heal crystal. Come on, let's go. Press and hold. They're speaking magic Italian at me.
There's a chance they're not dead. They know what to do in a raid. We made them practice.
A raid.
You did?
So,
I made jokes the whole time.
Feel guilty later.
who's raiding?
Ah!
Who's raiding? Our own soldiers are raiding
Are you
the
all right?
peasants? Or is this an invading army?
Right behind you.
Almost there.
All right.
It's just up ahead.
Okay. So these guys have magic now too. Damn, that's wars.
I don't know what to do.
It's shock. Don't let it in.
How are you already a soldier?
I'm just acting like I figure they act.
Jack! Luna!
Come on!
Typical fantasy story names.
We can make it!
So who's that? Again, is it?
Get down!
when our unit's army decided to raid the peasants, that's when the enemy decided to really attack. That's actually a genius idea. So see, they're oppressing their own people, and then the enemy's like, "This is a perfect time to strike them." Yeah, the like armory, glittery, Godfall type magic. Or what was that game? Mage War the Elemental. It's like
You aren't done here, asshole!
it's like
What are you
$1.50
doing?
on PlayStation Store.
Just run, Jack. It's okay.
No! Don't!
He's really exaggerating. Is she gonna die too? Yeah, get blasted.
Oh no.
Look at him grimacing. Get a static on the TV. Oh no. He's the Dark Jedi. You know? Oh god. Uh-oh. Got a war mode. Yeah, I'm Jubilee. I can't control it.
How am I doing this?
How am I doing this? Camera, I can feel the camera shake. And I'm just holding R2. I'm shooting a wall, I think. He's almost dead. Got him. It's tight. Imagine if like Dark Souls spells were like this. Just totally imbalanced. And I gotta take a nap now. I guess that's his house. He was just living in a wheel. Or shoe. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. And then she got invaded during the Ever War. The snow globe. And then he finds the item that he gave to the girl. And it reminds him of the tragedy of the love shattered by the fate.
They have names for what you are. An unforeseen.
Oh, I thought
A
it was an
candle
X-Men.
of Shaled. A child of the rivers.
Lucky.
Hey, who you calling Shaled?
In this case, yes. The next time it happens, it might kill you. We're driving the Risharnians back from Saren.
The
But you aren't
Risharnians?
safe here anymore. They'll hunt you down. You'll need help.
Jack.
What made you name them that? Well,
You'll
they're
need
shiny
help,
armor, duh.
Jack.
They're shiny armorans.
I'm Grand Magnus Kirkin of the Order of Immortals.
Grand Magnus.
Field Marshal to the Light's Army.
You can add late to all that. Fine. I know who you are. Seen the posters. Join the fight.
I don't know. What do you think? If you're on
So,
duty and
Jack.
you get invaded and you know you can't win if you
Are you
fight
going
back,
to?
wouldn't you just hide and wait for the siege to cease and they move away and you just kind of rebuild and stay alive? I think that's the strategy. The art of not fighting. I mean, what are you gonna do? Wow, now they're outside. They don't
The
have to be
power
in that
inside
shitty
you.
wooden
It comes
tower.
from the ley lines. All magic in this world does. And those of us lucky enough to be able to catch that magic can make it do almost anything we want.
Okay, back up. This world?
That's right. There's another under this one. The Shrouded Realm. That's where magic starts. Where the ley lines pour out from. Look at them, Jack. Try to see the web they make.
I wonder what his tattoo says.
Do I have to close my eyes or something?
No. No, not at all. Just look at that ley line there, and then let yourself see through it.
know why I make fun. It's just funny. I know what it's like to try and create something. So I see all the endearment and the sincerity in trying to make this, and it's funny. It makes me laugh.
They're everywhere.
Yes. They cover Aveum like a net, bathing it in magic. This is why we fight in the Everwar. Politics, land, ideologies, all of that is secondary to the control of magic.
Who's we?
The Magni orders.
It looks
The
like
armies
the
those
exact
orders
intro to
command.
Atomic Heart.
Now that the other kingdoms are either lost or scattered, only Lucium remains to resist the
There was a
taunt
game
of
on
the Shaman.
PS2 called Reign of Fire. It was based off the movie.
Sandrak.
And you could, like, drive around in Humvees and shoot machine guns at dragons. It was awesome. But this makes me think of,
He drives on horses into
do you think they had the story they wanted to tell?
Passing
And
them
then
down into that
they needed to make a game to justify the story? Or did they say, we want to make a first-person game that's
If it
about
approves or
magic
not,
combat, so let's write a
never bothered
story
to tell
to
us.
fit the gameplay? Like Atomic Heart says, okay, we want to tell this story about, you know, European conflict. So it makes sense. The game is going to be a single-player, you know, shooter. It makes sense. In this, it's like, we want to tell a magic story, so what kind of magic game is it going to be? And they're like, well, we'll make it a first-person shooter, but with magic and running. And they're like, is that the kind of game people want to
We're
play?
almost out of time, Jack. Sandrak attacks us from all sides, and there is no place left to run.
I know what you're about to say, but I'm not a soldier.
I'll fix that.
Ooh. Okay, not bad. Pretty good. That's right. Roll the credits. Roll the credits. You need a round of applause at the beginning. Go on. I paused the back. What? What? I can't skip this? I hit every button. I hit every button. Whoa, you got blue whip magic. Maybe they're showing the magic I can use, you know? So you got a blue whip? I mean, I liked what I had. I got the red explosion. Tyler Sparks. Maybe that's how they came up with the idea for the game. Hey, Spark, that makes me think of, like, hand magic from my hand. Coming from my hand, the magic. He goes, maybe we'll make a magic game. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna need a story to justify it. Well, gamers don't really like story. In fact, they don't even like games as a service. That's why Dauntless just shut down. They go, nah, they don't know anything. We're artists. We know. It's like they want this bombastic Power Rangers. You know, this is going to be a whole franchise. Well, that's what they said about Concord. That load screen looks good. I mean, it looks cool. No one's saying it doesn't look cool.
Holy shit.
Like the level and the color
You've
scheme.
never seen the Pentaside up close.
You saw how I lived under a giant bridge.
A giant bridge, sir. Use it. What Rasharn did to your home in Saren, they've been doing everywhere.
Sean. So now we're in the snow
Sandrak's
level.
forces are relentless now that
With rain.
Kansas has fallen. This was all a sanctuary settlement of refugees fleeing the front lines.
We'll make it rain to show how
Before it
good the
became
water
just
effects
another battlefield.
are in the Unreal 5.
It's as good a place as any to continue your training.
This place is empty. Sandrak massacred everyone?
Your sigils will help you focus your magic. Make it accurate. Keep it level. Prevent
There's an
it
interesting
from healing.
dynamic of
Your sigils mark you as a battle mage of Lucium and the Light's army.
the reluctant hero.
Yes.
He reminds me of Hercules
Now, get
and
ready to fight.
the Farscape guy. Neither of them wanted to.
Fight what?
Neither of them wanted to
Sorry.
be the hero.
Battlefields have memories, Jack. I'll wake them for you.
Right, chapter 2, the Magnus. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh shit, do I have to, Ow. Get back here. Again. And then to reload. So now I have like an armament gauntlet. Alright, I gotta do something about it. You should've just fucking paused! You should've just paused! I gotta do something about this. First of all, why do they do this, where the vertical and the horizontal are different? Why do they do that? Let's just take it down to 9. A little bit of fine-tuning.
Good.
I can't tell if it's better. One thing that I noticed is that in first-person shooters, they almost want you to use a high sensitivity because then the auto aim works a little bit better. Because they're like, you wouldn't be able to. It's like you wouldn't be able to track the enemy, so we'll just auto aim for you. But if you reduce the sensitivity to aim manually, then it's no auto aim.
I really just knew how to clean weird gunk off the underside of.
He doesn't turn as fast.
We all start somewhere.
And that's the thing. You want to be able to turn fast.
You need to learn how to defend yourself.
You want to be able to turn fast, but then you can't hit anything because it's usually like a PC game. It's sort of weird.
Go to that spell altar there. It will teach you
So then
how
you
to
need a
summon
wide
shield.
blast gun. Or they have snap. You see all these different problems that they're going to run into? The bullet is linear. We don't want snap to target.
You're still invincible.
There's no auto aim. Auto aim's supposed to curve the bullet. It's not
Now
supposed to
let's see
curve
what
my
you can do.
crosshair. Coming apart. Maybe it looked better on a PS5 Pro. I don't know. I can't. We're gonna have to adjust this. I don't think it matters. I think it just feels shitty. I think that's all. I think that's all it is. I like being able, because you think when it's really sensitive, you can adjust really fast, and like, you're supposed to aim slow. Let's reload again. So I still don't have that many buttons either. I got a heal, but I got no heals, and then I got to shoot and a jump. That's it.
All 3 colors of magic.
Manifest all 3 colors of magic.
Certain colors.
There are benefits to it.
I've mastered
The more
5
limited your
magics.
palette, the easier it is to master. The Triarch trades that mastery for versatility. That altar there holds your first red spell and a sigil to harness it.
First red spell. Gimme!
Take them both.
Okay, do I take the blue one off?
What?
What? Oh, okay, I put the red one on my left arm. Got it.
Yeah, with all those
No.
fancy tattoos that someone drew
Just-
on you.
Just reach for the red sigil, Jack.
Unlock Breach Fire.
Yes, neat.
And then
Now
it
take the spell.
reforms. So it reshapes itself around my hand and reforms the spell.
It
Spell
feels
sling.
angry.
Spells are alive in a way. Red magic is particularly violent, but the sigil will bend it to your will.
Press R2 to cast Breach Fire. Use Breach Fire to do high damage at close range.
Don't allow them to close in on you. If they do, Switch to your red magic and blast them back.
And blast them.
Know which of your colors is
Switch
best
to your
in
red
any
magic
given
and blast them.
situation.
How do I switch? Triangle
Don't get
switch weapon?
overconfident.
That's a little bit weird.
The Rasharnians will always have you outnumbered.
The Rasharnians! We named them that because they look shiny in their armor. They're re-shiny armorins. I guess then you hit that spell.
Take that healing stone.
I don't like this. I don't like this sensitivity. What was it when it started? It was at this.
Okay.
I like how fast it is to turn, but it's like aiming and turning. This is also the struggle with first-person games. You're constantly aiming, even though you're just trying to look around and turn the camera. And it's not like that when you can aim down the sight, or when you can aim down the sight, or when you're in a third-person game and you can spin the camera
Some
before
spells are
aiming your
not
gun.
focused through your sigil, but through a totem.
A totem.
Take that one.
Do I have ammo?
Whoa! I can feel it. Coiling. What is that?
It's a lash. You can use it to pull enemies towards you.
All right.
Most of them, anyway.
L2 to lash. Pull
Larger
toward me.
ones, not so much?
Not so much.
Well, why aren't I going over here? What about if I lash that? How come I'm not going over here? Maybe this is where I started. Ah, secret. You see that? 1,000 golden red essence. You never would have even found that. Alright, transforms. Blast and explode everything. It's like a tech demo for Unreal 5, not a full game. I'll just get used to the high sensitivity. Or maybe I'll adjust it throughout the course of this entire playthrough. Just to fucking annoy anyone watching. I'm annoyed. This is pretty ridiculous.
Good enough.
It's pretty, admittedly, it's pretty ridiculous.
Go to the next altar.
Go to the next altar. Let me try. Let me just. I'm just gonna do this like every 2 minutes. Go to the next altar. I'm here. I'm at the next altar.
Of all the colors, green magic is the most curious. It's the province of spirits, of death, life, and transition.
Okay.
Ouch! Ugh. Guessing this spell emphasizes the death part.
There is a war to win.
Press R2 to cast storm shards, a fire that rapidly homes in on enemies. So if I'm lazy, I can just use green magic, then I don't have to aim.
This altar grants you the animate spell.
Damn, I'm getting a lot of spell.
Animate allows you to manipulate some objects.
So rather than Doom, where they give you one gun per level,
How will
they're
I
just
know
gonna
which
give me all the
ones?
magic,
They have been
and
marked
I'll
by
and then
another
I'll forget
magnet
all the
with
ones that I have and
Look for
just
it.
lean on one. That's convenient. What did she say? Oh, anima.
Find the
Augment
green
animate.
glyph on that statue there.
Hold R2 to
Then
animate.
direct it.
Is it still triangle, triangle, triangle to cycle? Can I zoom in? Oh. It's not doing it. Aim at the animate glyph and hold R2 to animate the statue. Oh, you really gotta zoom in. I'm holding it. Oh, L, and then you hold L. I think they thought this would be exciting, like this idea of what classic God of War did, where they gave you these really big landscapes, and it had this kind of like ancient classic aesthetic to it, and it was all about, you know, the gods and the presence, but also the explosive magic. I think that idea's been done, and gamers now almost want something more realistic, or like they want realistic combat in like a modern setting, or they want like realistic drama in a present day setting, and they don't really want fantasy. I don't think fantasy is that popular right now. Horror is not even really that popular. It kind of came and went, and so it's still science fiction, still relevant because that seems more modern. It seems closer to the future with technology than fantasy. I don't know that fantasy and magic is really doing it. And even games that are based in historic settings like Assassin's Creed and Kingdom Come, you know, Renaissance or the, you know, ancient, you know, Egypt or wherever it is, it's still a realistic setting because it was from the past. This green magic is like too cheap. So green magic is the best just because it comes in. Is it weaker at all? Heal crystal full. Heal crystal full.
Ready yourself.
By who? See, look, I'm just going to use homing. Oh, it runs out. I gotcha. Man, they all run out. They all run out.
Watch the archers.
So you gotta use the magic from far away. Let's see if this green magic even hits him. Yeah, it does. So why wouldn't you just use homing magic? Because then it doesn't add variety. But if it's got functionality, what do I care? Let me reload. I think the blue is slow. I like the blue, but it's just because what it's what I'm used to.
This is all so I can join the Lights Army?
You already did by accepting a sigil from their field marshal. This is training.
You mean you? You just give me one and boom?
Boom, sir. And yes.
Then tell me about the Order of the Immortals, sir. Back in Saren, you said you were their leader too. That's are they a different thing?
The Immortals are more than soldiers.
I want to do a full level.
We're the
just kind of run
champion
through
protectors
for a
of
long
this.
while, running and blasting and
Masters
seeing
of
how this
magic.
is.
And Order Elite. We're the tip of the spear.
How many Immortals are there, sir?
Too few. Remember to use more than one spell.
Why? Why? One spell works perfectly fine. What, Shieldsman can cast a shield spell that absorbs damage and blocks spells. Deal enough damage to break it. Shieldman? Motherfucker's a shieldman. Why don't I lash him? Look, deal enough damage to break it.
Not bad.
Oh, I could have jumped across. Shieldsman.
Furies are powerful spells that will take great energy.
So rather than just encountering this stuff
allow you to break
naturally
enemy
in a
shields.
level, I have to learn this stuff in a tutorial. That's not the way to do it. I just imagine Killzone like introducing concepts to me on the battlefield in a level. Or Half-Life 2. So there were already ways. There were already ways where they just go behind a shield. There were already ways where they like learned how to do this game design. I think the shotgun recovers faster. He's still here? Okay, so it's a little bit weaker.
While you constantly draw magic from the Shrouded Realm,
And it doesn't
it can drain quickly in combat
it doesn't
engagements.
reload automatically.
Those crystals there, use them to replenish your magic quickly
What
and
does it
stay in
say?
the fight.
Yeah, square to reload, I know that. And a crystal. Do I need to be picking up ammo? Because there's that stuff. Look, I got gold. I jump all the way up here? Why did I jump all the way up here and blast that box? What is that? What is that for?
This way. A single Magnus of the Light's army with the right.
I wonder if those new Shadowrun games are good, or Shadow Warrior games are good.
Saved the lives of those that called it home.
They kind of like remade them.
Yeah?
Revitalized them.
Why didn't they?
We can't be everywhere at once.
So, kinda like Saren then.
Save that anger for your final challenge.
And that idea of like, you know, people would want to play Kingdom Come and people would want to play Cyberpunk or Starfield, but they don't want to play this. I guess those games give them more customization. Those games give them more customization and less story. And it's more open and it's not linear. So I'm like totally out of what's popular because I'll take a story game. It's kind of funny to me.
What the?
You know?
What is that?
Prepare yourself, Magnus.
But there's not enough gameplay here. I mean, you've played a first-person shooter. You've looked around. You pressed R2.
You fall here. You die here.
I like that, where's he vulnerable? Do I have a dash? I have a jump. I have a jump. So shouldn't I just stay away and do hoeing? What's in here? Make him run. He's gonna hit me now. Like a very old style of game. It seems like a mod for Unreal Tournament 2004. Oh, I found new gear. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go! The skill tree. The quick point screen. Oh yeah, press X when you wish to do it. What if I wish to do it? Whatever.
That was impressive.
Yeah, it was.
The Oathbroken of Kalthus are a
I'm
difficult
impressed.
challenge.
Thank you, sir.
Should have
High
put this
marks
on
all
Immortal.
around, Jack. Meet me topside.
I'll just take this elevator topwise.
Those were just spectrals, sir. When do I see a real fight?
In time. There's more to learn than just spell casting.
Like what?
In your case, self-control.
Ooh, little jab at my character's maturity.
Why the frown, soldier? You've done well today.
Coming of age of a Jedi.
I guess I... Look, sir, I don't want to do this part.
Yeah, I like third person games
Just
way
a
more.
soldier thing. Don't get me wrong.
Because then it could be cool
I'll fight.
platforming.
I
You could see
promised
around
a
everything.
friend I would. Promised my family.
Did you?
It doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is, I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you. One of the elite.
It doesn't work that way.
With respect, sir, that lie is just so... How do I put this? I'm not buying it. All right, you're training me, personally. You command the entire army of Lucium, and it's just what? It's, oh, hey, how about I raise a few phantoms here for this kid I just met because I guess I got time to spare? It absolutely works that way.
It also doesn't
Because
really
then that
feel...
makes you
Well,
special.
I'll wait till after the cutscene.
That's where this is going?
I don't want to miss any of this.
Tell me,
You know,
just how many
Oscar-winning story.
soldiers do you think Lucium has left to train? Everyone that can fight
Better arm.
already is. And we're still losing. Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I like your spirit, Jack. I like you. I found a child so lost and so angry whose new powers could easily make them a threat to the kingdom I protect. The choice was either to kill you, or to turn you into a weapon against Rasharn. Because we need everyone we can get.
Back up. Option A was to kill me?
Don't mistake my attention here for an endorsement into the Order, Jack. You'll put in the time, on the front lines, like everyone else.
How much time are we talking?
There's a disconnect between the story and the game. It doesn't feel like you keep going back and forth in a line. Like, when you leave a cutscene, you kind of warp back into the game and you're playing along with that story and continuing the story. When I'm playing the game, it's just a first-person action game. So, like, Doom has a plot, but there's no story. And this game is, like, showing me this character. But when I'm gaming and I'm moving around in first person and blasting spells, I don't feel like I'm playing as this guy or continuing his...
Grand Magnus
his story,
on deck!
You know?
On attention!
Thank you, Marshal. Anyone that stood up needs to stay that way. Their next wave is moving in, and we've got positions that need bodies. The Rasharnians capture this ley line, we can all lie back down. Permanently. You're with Barker, right? I need him to line up his strikers along the eastern wall.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Space
There's a
Marine.
red division on its way.
Yes, sir.
Round 2.
Space Marine had a good
Sarnians
way,
haven't
though,
had
of
enough yet?
We haven't given
kind
them
of moving you... Like, the cutscene is supposed to
That still work?
advance. It's supposed to change time and
Important
change
one does.
place.
Good.
So the setting changes. That's the use of a cutscene. Cutscene...
You're Holland Mead's oldest.
Or
aren't
you see
Yes,
events
sir.
that you don't need to act through. Or, you know, you see a change
Got
you
a
don't
fear
need to
in
take
your eye you
control
don't
of.
need today, son.
Sorry, sir.
It's supposed to let you rest so you don't have
Today's
to
the
think
day
about
they turn
interacting
tail.
with it. But
I know these things. I told your father the same thing at Sundown 10 when he was your age. Sure enough, it happened then too.
Bit easier to swallow when you're immortal, sir.
I don't know. I
That's
don't
just
even
a
hear
silly name
gamers
to make
talking
our
about
enemies
story
cry at
anymore.
night.
Like, who this character was, what
is
happened to them, how they
No
behaved or what they
Rashanian
said,
spell
or
gets
how they changed, who they
Thank you,
interacted
General.
with. I don't even hear that really anymore.
Surprised you're still here, sir. Isn't selection today?
You know it is, Jack.
And both of us
So
know
it's
I'm
cooler
ready.
when it's like the motive for the
It's too bad you're
character
here.
is your like objective in the game.
Tell me why you want to be an immortal so badly.
Serve Lucian.
It's one of those things where it reminds me of so many games like First Descendant. It reminds me of other single-player games that were heavy on story and... But see, heavy on story doesn't mean heavy on cutscenes. You know? But, I mean, Cyberpunk and Kingdom Come have a lot of cutscenes, but they have dialogue options. See, when you're choosing what to say to the NPC, that does create a sense of gameplay, and it's like choose your own adventure. You're writing the plot for your game experience.
Don't. That'll just make me mad. You've had 5 years to come up with an answer to that question. I'm tired of hearing
reminds
what
me of
your
Wheel of
friend
Time,
Luna
too.
wanted.
That was made with the
You need to
original
think about
Unreal
what
Engine
you want.
back in like I don't know,
Our
2001.
only focus right now
So
is
right
holding
after
this
Unreal
ley line
Tournament
down.
came out, Wheel of
First
Time
thing that
came out.
happens if Sandrak gets it,
And there were a lot of
he points the
first-person
ley
like
line
Magic games
straight
like
at our
Hexen.
rivers. And our rivers
and,
decide they're not real anymore.
What was the other
An
Magic
intelligence
one?
briefing showed me Sandrak can attune the rest of the
I
towers
can't
he's
remember.
captured to this one.
Ultima
Like a net.
He's never
Underworld.
been this close, has he?
No. And if
So
we
that
don't
idea of
stop,
like making a
they'll
first-person
magnify
game
his
with
magical
magic instead of
capability
guns,
by
or
a
like
staggering
melee
amount.
combat was
How
sort of a new
staggering?
idea
Like I
back
said,
then.
some serious end of times shit. No rivers, no fish, no need to fight if we
And thinking
starve
that
to death
what was that one
first.
game, the
And as
top-down
Lucians,
sci-fi game,
we love fish like you wouldn't believe, Jack.
You
The
love
Ascent?
it so much that no drinking water is more of a side concern, apparently.
all
Watch it.
like
Yes, sir.
all of the story in that game is actually to aid the setting. Like you're in this soon-to-be chaotic city in a science fiction future, and like all hell's about to break loose, and that sets the stage for you, the player, being like, all right, I'm aware of the conflict that's about to cave in on my character. So in this, I don't feel like I'm immersed with the character in their story like with Horizon or with Kingdom Come or Cyberpunk. I'm kind of waiting like, huh, you're showing me a lot of cutscenes. It's like in a game like Uncharted or in a game like Spider-Man, you're playing for the plot, and it's a coincidence they have these great gameplay mechanics like third-person melee fighting or third-person shooting, and it's like, wow, this big full adventure, right? So those are more adventure games. It's story, but also the level. And then in these other role-playing games, it's a lot about, I'm going to make all the choices for my character and cause what happens to them. And so in this game, and even in Forspoken is all about, well, what's the plot of this character? And then they have, and it's a third-person open-world fantasy game like a Final Fantasy game, and the combat is this real-time magic casting. That's pretty cool. So all these other games try and make unique elements to the gameplay, and it houses, the story is really there to just create setting, artistic setting. So this game has artistic setting, and we haven't really gotten to a lot of gameplay yet. You know, that Deep game had sneaking, it had stealing. Some of these other first-person games have, like, jumping. Even Doom Eternal has platforming segments where you gotta double jump, air dash, grab on. So this game hasn't really given us the gameplay yet. It's just given us the plot. And all these square problems.
One hell of a next wave.
So those are not our ships. Those are the enemy ships.
Sandrak's overextending himself.
Intelligence briefings say that? Or are we just hoping that's the case?
We're just hoping.
Today's the day they turn tail, sir.
Switch on and get to the forward bastion.
Yes, sir.
Jack, you help us win this. I'll know you're ready.
Another thing about story games is you kind of want to learn more about your character. And you want to see what happens to them. One of the big,
Gotta get to the forward bastion.
There's an invisible wall there. One of the big motivators in Horizon was I wanted to move forward to learn about Aloy's past. I wanted to know who her mother was. And I wanted to know, like, what was going to happen to her. So you're trying to uncover things about your character. I kind of know all I need to know about this guy. Honestly, I wish that switching weapons would reload the other magic automatically. That's kind of cheap, but I don't care. It kind of remembers how little ammo you have. Are these still enemies or what?
They come.
I still haven't needed to shoot anybody. I'm an hour and a half in. This could have happened in the first 2 minutes. So they die in 2 blasts. We're a small independent studio. Go easy on us. Maybe I'll try some blue. Oh, well, the green is so effective. Why would you try blue? Just do this. Cheater mode. Should I turn the difficulty up? They recommended this. Why would I turn the difficulty up? They recommended this. like a dodge or block or anything. Maybe there is a block. Did I miss something? I have the lash, that's it. It seems like the game needs a block. Because if the enemies are going to be jumping at you. Arcana. Okay. Talents. Oh god, skill tree. I don't, what blue magic? Hold square on the... Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know why I don't like skill trees. It's like... I guess they're good when you can... When you can start to create a build and customize your combat style. I think it was just, it's like a bad taste that's been left over from Devil May Cry. I always wish that all of those games... I always wish that all those games would just... You know, you get a new weapon and then you don't have any of the moves unlocked. Like, if it was so necessary, you'd put the move in the move list. Damn, over the wall? Oh, big dragon.
Oh shit!
Oh, fucking dragon. Damn, will I get to fight those towers?
Great. Where the hell am I?
Alright, let's see here.
Jack! Report in.
I'm okay. I made the thing mad and it dropped me. Think it's heading back your way.
I need you to do the same. Now. Rasharnians are this close to breaching the east battlement.
On it, sir. Just let me get my bearings.
You want to make selection today? You better find them fast.
Yeah, it doesn't really remind me of Destiny. Because Destiny also had that free sense of, like, dropping in and exploring planets. It has the same look of like, First Descendant, because it's made with Unreal 5. So just that same, like, green and gray look. It's locked, man, is full. Give me some, you know, run and jump around. I mean, gameplay-wise, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let's take a look at this. Let's sincerely indulge. Let's sincerely indulge the touchpad menu, and we're gonna look at my equipment. Is there anything else? Show hide and select. Do I have anything else, or is that everything? Why don't I put that on the shatter ring? Why don't I put that on the shatter ring? And then why don't I look at the skill? Blue, green, blue magic, whoop, blue magic, red magic, reset talent, select. So what do I like? I like red. I like red. Blue magic 1, talent acquired. Hold 1 required. So I don't have any yet, I guess. Damn it. Red magic. And then green magic, the veil. So I don't really have any more skills yet. Skill points. And that's just explaining everything. So there's really not much to learn. It's an artificial sense of progression. Yeah, the melee games like Black Myth and Nioh, where you have all the basic abilities you need to win, and then any additional thing that you get is like it like basically lets you customize the way you want to attack. I think that Nioh had a good sense of doing that, and same with that game Thymacia. But it might work better with a melee game where you have to worry about spacing and attacking different styles of enemies who like move around a lot. in Doom Eternal, you get a bunch of stuff. You get tons of weapons, you get grenades, you get a flamethrower, and it's like, the flamethrower is good when they get frozen with ice, and then the grenade freezes. And it's like, all I know is aim and shoot. Like, you know, point and click is basically the only skill point that I need. So you kind of forget about, they give you a lot of options, and then you forget about them. This is the exact same opening cave in the first Ascendant. I guess that came out after this, so they took it from this. And I was playing a bunch of mobile ARPGs, and they're like all the same thing too. Like brown and the same menus, same control scheme. So it's like, which of the same game do you want to play? Is that even is that a guy? I'm just gonna use the green. Like, I'm gonna use the green because it homes in. Hey, does this suck? I don't think this is very good. Like, I'm kind of only switching weapons for variety. They don't really need to function any differently, because you have the up-close shotgun and then you have the far-away sniper. But the green homing does the same thing too. Green homing is like the best magic. And then they have these big, they're trying to make these epic landscapes. But there's no real reason for me to traverse them. It doesn't feel like it feels like they had to make this to contain the game. When you're playing a third-person adventure game and you want to traverse the level, take all the enemies out of it. Do I want to walk through that level and see the structure and see the natural landscape and see landmarks and go to new places and be in rooms and buildings? That's like cool, a cool level to walk through. And then in like Killzone is a great example of a game where they have to design what's basically a deathmatch map, a shooter map, and place the enemies in a tree stand or around a corner. But it's a coincidence that it's outdoors. They have mapped out the combat route in this outdoor scene, but they've actually made a level out of it. Same thing with Dark Souls, you know. They have the path, they have the positions and placement of the enemies and the traps and stuff, and you have to walk through it. This really feels like automatically generated. It's like, we'll generate like a cool looking place, and then the enemies, the AI will just kind of run through it, pathfind their way through it. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm finding secrets. Man is full. What are these other buttons? R1. What's R1? What's R1? Hold R1 and press square to supercharge whatever. Health crystal's full. I don't know. I don't feel attached to my character. So why am I going to play the game and find out more about him, you know? There's just a million... I hate to be that way, but this is what happens when you play 200 to 300 games in a year. You're going to inevitably compare them. You're going to inevitably compare them. And when you think about... I guess let's not... The reason why I even bring up a melee combat game is because it accomplishes something that this game is trying to do. This game's trying to make a sense of adventure. So there are melee combat games, all these melee combat games that I played, that have a sense of, like, I know who my character is, and I'm trying to, by clearing a level, I'm advancing their story and their adventure. So that's the one thing. Like, where's Nio, Sekiro, Black Myth, you're taking this character on an adventure that happens to be through a level, okay? And then the same thing with Doom. Like, if you then go to Doom, and you say, or Killzone, it's like, okay, we're going to tell the story in cutscenes in between the levels. But the levels are going to be these cool, like, set-piece puzzles where there are trains going back and forth, and I have to climb around moving trains, but then they'll stop and enemies will get off and shoot me at the next stop. You know? Or I have to walk outside this enemy fortress around the woods where they're guarding this area, and I have to fight them and sneak back in and zip line in. Like, really cool action set piece. And it's like, it ties into the level and the story simultaneously. Killzone and Uncharted do a great job of that. And then you get a more fantasy style game, like, you know, Forspoken or some of the Quantic Dream games where it's like, I don't care about the gameplay, I'm just playing to find out more about the character. You know, I want to know who she is, I want to know what's going to happen to her. You know, or like I said, Horizon, I want to know, you know, who about Aloy's past. I want to know who her mother is. So to move, you know, to learn about her past, I have to move into the future. That's like a really creative motivation. That's a great motivation. This game is like, I don't care less about, I could not care less about the story for why I'm fighting medieval knights with magic spells. But this has about as much gameplay as a mod for Unreal Tournament. And you might as well just use the homing shit. Like, this is fucking easy mode. Like, look, homing. Homing. I'm slowed. Somebody's slowing me.
We're closed. Needs power.
Why don't you, reload? Dude, he stops firing. What are you doing, man? So we've got over here. And a crystal ball. And a crystal ball. I just think gameplay-wise, it's fucking weak. Even Returnal, it's like, so it's like, even imagine Returnal. Imagine these games that are focused on tight, concise gameplay concepts. Like Returnal, you're gonna run around, you're gonna respawn. Okay, fine. And that's it. Then they start to build any type of story motive on top of it, right? So for a game that's gonna start with focusing on story, you know, like Forspoken or the new God of War games, those are the games that focus on character building and world building because they know the story is the motivation of play. And then it's like, oh, we're God of War, we need a combat concept. For a game like, and then for a game like Returnal, which is like, no, we exist for the combat. We're gonna make a concise gameplay experience. Mario, right? It's a coincidence that I have a water pack and I'm in Delfino Plaza. That's a coincidence, but it's like, no, I want to run, I want to jump, I want to wahoo, you know? They figure out what kind of gameplay concept they want first. and they don't really start with, I want to do a big, long adventure. I want to do a big, long adventure, and you're going to get immersed in our world and story. And then what kind of game should it be? They don't really start it that way. But I think this developer thought, like, if only we get a great story and world plot, they'll be on board. Because, like, Killzone even felt faster. It's a first-person, it's a linear, single-player, first-person game. I used to play all kinds of games like that. Red Faction, Half-Life, Medal of Honor, Killzone. I love games like that. Not just Time Splitters also, but Time Splitters and Unreal Tournament and Quake that had deathmatch, Halo deathmatch. So it's like there were all these games, first-person shooters that focused on deathmatch. But on the flip side, there were all kinds of first-person shooters that were linear levels. So this game has a lack of a level. It has a region where enemies will spawn in, and you get done with the gameplay. I mean, I could just rattle up story games doing it better, melee adventure games doing it better, the levels that is, and then shooting games, even single-player shooting games, doing it better. The single-player game doing it better reminds me, I think I have a couple Call of Duty games. I have Black Ops Cold War. I wonder if I have another one. I wonder if those campaigns are worth playing. Last one. See, like, what did I just get? Fully unlocked. But I still only have 3 weapons and you gave them me from the beginning. Hold R1 and press X to cause blast wave when firing red magic. I'm not going to remember. But I don't need to do that. I don't need to do the blast wave because it takes too long. I don't need to use that spell because I can just use R2. So why would I hold R1 and press X? Again, for variety, to shoot spawning enemies in a circle room. Like, I don't need to do that. Too negative? Well, I mean, numbers can go negative, like the budget for this game. Let me hold R2 to animate, and then hold L to animate. I like the red because it's powerful and the green because it's easy. I knew there was going to be a secret up there. So obvious. So obvious. Like, I can appreciate... Oh, fuck! I can appreciate that they made... Like, it looks really cool, and they were like... They were like, it's gonna feel... You're gonna go down here, and then you're gonna hold, and then you're gonna animate, and you're gonna go, wow, so epic! It's like, no, we've done it. We've seen it, and we've done it. Unless you were making this 7 years ago, and then somebody else cut you off. You know? Sorry, but video games are not impressive anymore. We've seen it done. The gamers like me, who have been playing for 3 decades, who've been alive for the life of the medium. Like, you are almost doing something wrong trying to innovate for us, because chances are we've been there, done that. And the new gamers, they think that they know. We actually have done everything. We've seen it all, played it all. But the new gamers know it all because of digital media. The idea has been shown to them and presented to them, and they go, oh yeah, press the gauntlet to animate the statue? Oh yeah, I've done that. They've never done it, but because they know in their mind, they may as well have done it. It's like, oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I know. I'm familiar. You can include me. I'm social. I know. So these games that resonate with these players, where it's like Fortnite, Zelda, Hogwarts, Elden Ring, where these players are like, oh, it's me. I get to do it. When I played Elden Ring and I did it with my character in my game one, I did it. It's about, they're not suspending their disbelief and playing along with this character in a fictional story. They're acting as if what they do in Fortnite is literally actually real. Fortnite is non-fiction to them. It's a game they played in their life. And it's like an extension of gaming is an extension of their real life. It's like an activity in their real life. This is not fantasy, it's not art, they're not creative. They're not playing along or pretending. It's real to them, you know?
Shit.
And they want real activity.
Sir, a Rashanian airship wearing Order of Masks colors just flew over my location. Going to check it out.
Negative. I need you back here.
You think that's what it is? They build a gameplay mechanic and then they're like, well, now that we've built it, we have to use it all the time?
They seem interested in some kind of temple way out here.
An Order Magnus is beyond you, Jack.
It wouldn't be an issue
Debatable.
of we didn't use it enough or we used it too much if the mechanic was cool.
Sir, it's the hand.
You're sure?
This reminds me of Power Rangers so much, and I thought it'd be really cool if they made a game like Power Rangers, where it's a third-person punch-and-kick combat game.
You're clear for recon only.
Where you're like
Follow,
playing as these cool characters. It's like you're encountering these weird villains, and you're playing as these cool characters. And I go, but didn't you listen to yourself? People don't care about characters anymore.
Maybe engage.
They don't care. They don't relate. They like social media made people believe this is how others literally actually behave. You know, there's no creative fiction. There's no comedy or humor. There's no plot. You know, the stories Theo Von tells are literally true. We literally believe it. Everything needs to be literal and actual. You know, be for real. Be for real. No one can have fun anymore. It's got to be real. I'm just using the homing. Look at this guy with his shield. He's just standing there. Put that shield down. Put that shield down. And then the guy walks around the front of the shield. Put that shield down. This game stinks. What am I doing and why am I doing this? Where's my ammo?
They went down that hole.
This game sucks. You know what game I played? I played a game off stream called Predecessor. It was an online multiplayer game, free, of course. And it's sort of like, I guess you would call it MOBA. It's like a third-person online game. You pick a class, and it's like there's like a region or a route to these towers, and the towers spawn little AI enemies, but there's also human players, so it's like 5v5 with these little army guys, and you kind of beat the guys and claim the towers and advance toward the end of the map. It was pretty fun. It probably got blown the fuck out by Marvel Rivals. I think they also closed it. It was in like a beta or something, and they probably closed it down. But it was not bad. But this kind of feels like that to me, where it's like they didn't really build levels. They didn't really build levels and let me go on an adventure. See, same thing with Killzone. Here's another thing too that I'll wax philosophically about, because I fucking have clearly proven I know about game design. If you were to skip out on all of the cutscenes on any of these adventure games, so they're not exclusively like an action title. even a game like Returnal, a game like Killzone, games that have character stories that you could kind of investigate, right? If you skipped out on all of the cutscenes for those games, you would still have a sense of adventure playing through the game and playing through the level, even Doom Eternal, right? And the reason is, the levels themselves generate a sense of adventure. Trying to navigate from one area to another. And God of War does this. Classic God of War, PS2 God of War. So it's a place to be. It's a place to travel to. And it's not just a structure to house the enemies and to make you walk through.
Hello.
Again, more cutscene and so little gameplay. And it's like, maybe this is the first Descendant model where you just make a bunch of like armor pieces. Because it reminds me of First Descendant, and that reminds me of Black Desert, where it's like, here's the green grass open world, the enemies spawn there, go kill them all, get the experience, and it's like...
Beyond me, huh?
You would think even a single-player game would have a better loop than one of those multiplayer games, and they don't. She's a Purple Ranger. Like Technomans. Yeah, it was even crazy playing Time Splitters. That game kicks fucking ass. I got gold and platinum medals on every fucking arcade and challenge in that game.
Okay, how do I get out of here?
I guess the best comparison would be Doom, because Doom wants to be nothing but a fast-paced shooter, and it is. And then the other comparison would be something like First Descendant or Forspoken, where First Descendant has the same aesthetic. And Forspoken also has the same aesthetic and the same type of like magic plot. Select down and hold L2. They can slow enemies. So it's like a grenade. I don't want to do that though. I didn't want to do that either. Son of a bitch. What does this do? Up. What does up do? What does left do? Hey, whoa, I have a shield now? Health is full. Wait a minute. Exit the temple. Hang on a second. Now I'm actually gaming. Kind of reminds me of Godfall, like, and you have these spots where you can like, oh, I came from there. You have these spots where you can kind of look around for extra treasure. They tried to sprinkle all these little gameplay elements in here. Hold what? Press down and then press L2 to slow enemies and certain objects. All right, look for a certain object to slow. a certain object is slow. Mana crystal full. Let's go up here. I'm just gonna default to green because it's so cheap. Slow certain objects. Slow what object? Exit the temple. So if I do this, let's do this. Okay.
You still with me, Jack? What happened to the hand?
She rabbited with some kind of artifact. Aristean by the look of it. I couldn't stop her.
Understood. Get back to the front as fast as you can.
This game
We've got
stinks.
soldiers pinned down by that howler near the West Passage gate.
I'm on my way.
I don't even want to shoot these little boxes on the ground anymore. What is this? It's all of these things are locked. That's locked. So what is down? All of a sudden I have a shield. All of a sudden I have a shield. And not a lash. What the hell happened there? R1's my magic power. I keep accidentally hitting something else. How did that happen? What happened? L2 is lash. And L1 is shield. Alright, I have a shield. That's what I was asking for. And what does up do? What does circle do? Circle spends. There's like all these extra attacks that I unlocked with these shitty weapons, and I'm not using them because it's not necessary. You just use homing magic. Look, that's a dodge. I don't need that dodge. What about this? What do you think about that, huh? Was that fun? It's this. Why wouldn't you just do this? It takes less time and does more damage. And then when you're close range, you can do this. Bring it on, buddy. Damn, it's slowing down. Do I need a PS5 Pro to play this? I guess I don't need to think about a weak spot. I can just kind of hit it. Shows this right here. I don't know why. I don't know. Fuck. Did I die? What the fuck? That's so lame. Let's try him again. Let's see what weapon does best. almost like it's with the level up and the item and experience, it's almost like they tried to build it like a live service title and then shifted it toward a single player title.
They're retreating. You had something to do with that.
Just doing my part, sir.
You did well today.
Thank you, sir. But the Hand of Sandrak, any idea what she might have taken from the temple?
I'll look into it. You, though, you're going to be late. Get to the Palathon. Selection's starting soon.
I mean, the Palathon's kind of a hike. Isn't there, like, a field promotion you could do?
Nope.
Come on, you and me, ushering in a new tradition? Battlefield selection. No more long lines, convenient...
Dismissed.
Because she believed in me.
What's that?
That's why I wanted it. Want it. So bad. I need to prove to myself Luna was right.
That's a cool load screen. That's the best compliment this game's gonna get from me. What do you think? I kind of don't want to play this anymore, but I mean, I'm already here, so I guess you might as well. Let's see. I kind of am done with it, so from here on out, I'm off the clock. I'm officially done with this game. I don't want to play it anymore. I don't like it. I don't think that it's good. I just don't, okay? So from here on out, my views are my own. What are you gonna do to keep a player hooked, huh? I have like 15 spells, so you're not gonna give me one of those. What do I need to press and hold?
Captain Selko.
Jack, the big day finally arrives, huh?
Yes, sir. That news traveled fast.
And ordinarily, I like games like this, with this sort of like fantasy sci-fi. I sort of like that.
Oh, intuition.
Science fantasy. She didn't let me
especially
on.
About you.
You ask me, it's long past time I got a chance at selection.
I think you've made that clear ever since you met her.
I mean, well, yes.
The crippling uncertainty made you fight harder.
So
and then this guy's Australian.
Too dangerous for my liking. This close to the Palathon. You should visit the forge and get your gear sorted before setting out.
Good idea.
Good idea. Let's go to the forge. Good idea. I mean, there are other games where you play them and it's like, you know immediately you're interested. I like Forspoken. I liked Stray Blade. That game was great. Fist, I like that game. This game I don't like. I'm not reading that. This game I don't like. Doom Eternal I like. This game I don't like. And I knew immediately. What is this trying to tell me to do? Let's just do one to get it over with. Not enough. What are you telling me to do? Hold. Equip now, sure. Is that it? Speak with it. Oh, fuck! Speak with him.
Open the gate. You'll need to be cautious, Jack.
That was something I was supposed to do.
incursions
Hey,
large
fuck
and
you.
small around the
I'm not
country.
interested. I'm not interested. Why would I? Okay. You, the player, need to forge your weapons to make them stronger to be
The
able
wound
to
drifts have
complete
collapsed
the
near
next
Roman
task.
border, giving
Then
Rashar's
you should just
airships
level
a
me
beat
up
they've never
automatically.
had.
Hey, damn, all my weapons
Feels like
leveled
it's
up.
growing faster,
Damn,
huh?
I get more powerful now.
When I was a
Not,
kid,
you need to
the
go to
wound
the
was
forge
just
and
this
craft your
abstract void
material.
my friends and
No,
I
they
lived
fucking
over.
don't.
I never really knew how much of the world had been
Nagging me to
Ask
forge
me.
the materials.
It's a true enemy of the Everwar. In their endless fight for magic, the Magni ignore the Great Wound's relentless advance.
This story sucks.
Don't tell Kirk I said that.
Magnite.
When you're right, you're right. See you later, Captain.
What was his name? Outcast? That game at least had a sense of humor to itself. It was fun. I mean, I'm looking at these big, broad levels. I'm looking at these worlds. It's like they copied all the wrong games. Instead of copying Oblivion, imagine if this were Oblivion, you know? Well, Oblivion already exists, so you don't need to imagine. Oblivion already exists. You don't need Oblivion. We've got Oblivion. So you want to make a new game. Okay. Gray Steps and Green Grass. We've played that game before. What's going to be a first person? We've played that game before. You know? What's going to be like science fi with the military? We've played that game before. What about Outriders? Stinks. You know, Outcast wasn't even really that good. Space Marine. Stinks. That's getting a sequel. The trilogy. They just insist we're going to keep repeating the same game and it's going to be mediocre, and then we'll cry about industry layoffs. Hey, why don't you go play Stray Blade? That is a great game. If you finished Elden Ring and you want another third-person combat game and you remember Mark of Kree and want this like cool, tough, melee-focused adventure game, why don't you go play that? I don't know. There's no good games these days. What happened to all the games? Well, guess what? There are plenty of games. You admit that, right? Every single week, every single month, there are plenty of games being released, right? So for you to be like, where are all the good games? Well, there's plenty of games, so they must be mediocre. You know? There's plenty of mediocre games. If that's your attitude, where are all the good games? Do you like Kingdom Come? You know? Do you like, what's the other one that just came out? Another first-person RPG? I don't fucking know. All the same game. They release the same game every month. They release the same game every month. And you're just waiting for your favorite version of it, you know? And admittedly, there are plenty of games that are just not that compelling. It'd be one thing if the game's not good. Like, Technomancer is like an interesting idea for a game that's so poorly executed. And then you get a game like Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, which is really not original at all, and it winds up being boring. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's executed well, if it's boring. And then you get a game like Marvel Rivals, which is like, we're going to put Marvel in, we're going to make Overwatch third person, and it's going to be Marvel, and we're going to execute it so well, no one can deny it's a great game. So clearly, execution of gameplay is way more important than uniqueness of gameplay or story. Like, players are going to decide, oh, I love Cyberpunk. I love Witcher 3. They don't love Witcher 4, so it's not about story. Witcher 4's got a story, they don't love that story. I'm fucking no heal crystals. Oh, shit. I got no heal crystals. What the fuck do I do now without any heal crystals? And this guy's got a shield crystal. I need a heal crystal. Alright, we'll speed run. I'll speed run. There we go. I'm healing. Shroud Fanes. Scattered throughout Aveum are Shroud Fanes. Shut up, bitch. Nobody cares about that. It's locked. My mana's full. I need the Shroud Fane. Gotta get on the road to Peloton. Oh, health crystal. Perfect. I can hear him. Oh shit, the door's closed. Oh shit. No! My shield, no! My shield, no! No! I fucking tried jumping and reloading. Fuck! Damn it. So you really gotta press into these guys. Where's your door? Oh yeah, I do have I guess I do have a get that shit off the screen. I guess I do have a shield. I forgot all about that. Dude. That homing where are you? That homing spell kind of shuts off after a while, even though I still have ammo. Blast him. Oh, he's a boss character. No wonder why. Hey, I'm still getting shot. Oh. I think that's all of them. What did it say? Complete their challenge? Alright. Shroud Thane. No more heal crystals. At least I made it through. Just gotta kill the enemies to get through the door. Oh no, he wrapped up the road as if I don't have a magic gauntlet that can move. You know? As if I don't have a magic gauntlet that can fucking move. I wanted to keep the shield up. I wish that shield was press and hold. Do you think that these enemies are weak to a particular kind of magic? Kill him. Where's my fucking ammo? I keep like... I can see that the ammo's full on the screen. I can see that the ammo's full on the screen, then he stops firing. What is with this square shit? What if I do this? Or what if I do this? What if I do that? Don't I have all kinds of other moves? Don't I have something where I can press square and it can like power up? Look, square. That's just reload though. No, but I hold R1 and I hit square. Or hold, that's heal. Whatever, that's fine. That's my, what is that? That's my shore, that's my lash. What is up? That's my lash. Square's reload, jump, switch. Circle is it. What is this? What are these powers? That's still just dodge. Circle's just dodge. What is this all about? I don't know, let's explore around. There was another game called Dark Messiah, Might Magic Dark Messiah, and it kind of had this sense. See, this sense, if this were God of War or Dark Messiah or something, you'd be traversing all through here. You'd be like, whoa, where am I now? I want to fucking travel all over this place. I want to climb all up over this bitch. But instead, you're playing this game, and it's like, oh, press R2. Look, travel to the Palathon. Like, press R2 to hold and press L to pull down. What are we doing here? In other games, now, because the levels are so big, you can see a spot in the level and go, I want to go to there, and then you can. But in this game, it's sort of like everything you see, nah, I can't go there. That's just decoration. It's not the actual level, which would be good. It's just decoration. Travel to the Palathon. Well, fucking how? How and where? You know, if this were Nathan Drake, I'd be climbing all over this thing. Travel to the Palathon. Well, I gotta shoot something. Aren't I looking for something to shoot? Do I have to press some button combination to get through here? Looking at the magic traveling. Hold the anime.
Really want to cut off passage to the Palathon.
So you have to blast those things, or else you're gonna... That was kind of the same problem in Doom. You run out of ammo. I never had a problem with health. I would just run out of ammo all the time.
I'm not gonna say it's great out here, sir. Any word from the Palathon on my appointment?
Is that nerves I hear?
Nervous about what, sir? Trying to join the most elite Magni order in the world?
Even failure is a chance to learn, you know?
Not helpful.
So what's going on there? Sometimes I like supercharge my sometimes I supercharge my reload. What is with that? Press and hold square. It's gonna be another cutscene.
Close to the Palathon. Should look for an entrance to a skiff.
This game fucking sucks. There's no reason to even play this or be doing this. It's so infuriating. Why did you fucking waste all these resources making this? An inefficient deployment of capital.
I don't think I have a spell for that.
Where's my blue?
I don't think I have a spell for that.
Yeah, I hit it. What do you mean you don't think you have a spell for that? Yes, you fucking do. Yes, you do.
I don't think I have a spell for that.
Shut up, bitch. We're trying to make the crystal line up here. But these won't move. These won't move.
I don't think I have a spell for that.
And then it hits the wall, so you need the green first.
I don't think I have a spell for that.
There you go. And now, shoot this red.
I don't think I have a spell for that.
Yes, you do have a spell for that. Stop complaining. The red's right. How come the blue's wrong? What? Where am I going?
You're an immortal. Orphe the Seer.
I hate this game.
Kirkin's told me about you.
And you're Kirkin's foundling. The Candle of Shaled. Answering our question about the atrocities of Rashan.
Say what now?
Forgive us. We lost our train of time. You will be answering our question shortly, and then you arrive at the Palathon.
Your train of time. Got it. Weird.
We're still waiting.
What? Oh, the 3 atrocities of Rasharn are the burning of the House Kalaman Magni, the poisoning of the Wraithwind, and the enslavement
sinful
of the
that they don't even let us skip
Guildmasters.
this either.
Acceptable.
No start, no touch,
And you're
no skip
Kirkin's
cutscene.
foundling, the Candle of Shaled. Answering our question about the atrocities of Rashan.
Okay, I think the train left the station again. Can I go?
Of course. Good luck.
And every time, it's like holding my camera in this cutscene, and it spins it spins it way back. It like spun me all the way around. They win me over with music.
It's a list of the dead. There are so many, no one can remember all their names.
I never knew there were that many immortals.
Oh no, it's everyone across Aveum that fell in the Everwar. The Palathon
I think that there are so many stories that were written for games that are never even going to be known.
A bit morbid, really.
Because
having a
people
massive
aren't going
death
to
list
play
right
the
when
game.
you walk in. Now that I think about it. Oh, hello.
Anybody can
I'm
watch
Devin,
a movie. It's like, well,
just got back
20
from
years
the
from
front.
now, you can put a movie in and watch it.
Stationed at
Or a
European
TV
Fields the last
series.
few weeks. I'm from Sarum, originally.
Is that right? I've never met anyone
Why
from
is my
East
camera
Lucia.
strobing?
And you still haven't. Said I was from Sarum.
Sony jump.
Ah, nice. A little provincial machismo. Let me show you around, Jack. Promise it's not all a big downer.
I, really need to get to selection. Absolutely no idea where to go.
Come this way. I'll show you. I remember Kirkan talking about a Jack from Seren a few times. Said you'd make a great immortal one day.
Huh. She said that?
No. I'm just trying to calm your nerves, man.
Alright, let's go. And I'm gaming.
How long have you been an immortal?
Oh, ages. Well, a few years.
Slow
But immortal
walking
years
shit.
are like dog
That's
years.
what this game needs.
Stretch on and on.
So
That's
you're the
gonna
best of
save
the
this
best?
experience.
You sound doubtful. It's a cheery disposition. But the Rashanians have sent writs of assassination to every quarter asking for my head.
Can I
They hate me over
hold this
I'll
pause
get
a
some of those
forge.
writs myself
Get the
just
fuck
as soon
out of
as
here.
I look up what writs are.
I'm sure you will. Especially as a Triarch.
Notice how I haven't
Any-
leveled up a skill
well,
point
any of them,
either.
actually. So what's the secret?
Not since they made
How
me in the
do you
tutorial.
Don't know. I just do.
I see. You just do.
I mean, go play Half-Life 2.
No need for hard work.
That's how you do adventure.
Just do. Good lesson for the kids.
They introduce
Is this part of
mechanics in the
selection?
level.
You busting my balls?
No. Selection is much worse. We're almost there. Got another one for Group 5.
No.
Damn,
Oh,
she looks
stop.
buff.
He'll
Roll
be
a
your
barbarian
star
class.
pupil. Jack here's the soldier that was crucial to the rout at Yilthium Fields.
Kirkan's pet initiate?
I'm literally standing right here.
The path is ready for this group, and I'm not asking her to reconfigure for one more. She'll complain and give everyone in the Palathon nightmares for a week. Get ready! Those doors open, you go in, one at a time.
Come on, Zendara. You know the path already senses he's here.
Zendara.
Okay, why are you talking about
How did
it
they
like
come up
it's
with these
alive?
fantasy names?
It's not happening, Devin.
On the one hand, nightmares brought about by a cranky magical Gestalt conscious state.
That's okay. Ignore me. It's cool.
I hate this
On
game.
the other,
I
a
hate the
stern lecture
story.
from Kirkan for playing needlessly
Hate it.
hardball.
Hey,
I know which
hey.
one I'd pick.
Ugh.
You weren't
Ah.
here for my speech to the selection candidates.
So fucking disappointing.
So I'll give you
Just,
this.
if you want a shooter, play Doom
So,
Eternal.
it
If you want a story
is
game,
happening?
you don't.
Shut up.
So what's the point?
Stepping
What's
through
the
that
fucking
door
point?
means you think your magic is strong enough to issue a challenge to
Boo!
the Quintessence.
Let me skip this
That you
cutscene.
fear no
Boo!
judgment or censure for doing so, and that your life word to the ley lines is forfeit if you're found wanting.
The really short version? Don't fuck up in there or you're
Like, for real?
more like absorbed into the path and removed from existence. But don't sweat it. I believe in you. She definitely thinks you're going to die. That's why her face looks like that. But don't let it shake you. And anyways, optimism is a moral imperative.
I'm Zendara, of House Cadus, Warden of the Path, an oath sworn to the Immortals by ancient treaty. It was nice knowing you, Jack. Hero of Yilthium Fields. A smarter man than you would have ended this day on a high note.
Isn't she great?
I don't like the way that they write in this, like, fantasy military dialect. Just talk. Just talk, it's fine. Zendara, Path, the Palathon.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, jump? Oh, okay. I forgot I had a jump. So who came up with this idea first? Was it this game or was it
I see how it is.
Was it First Descendant? Because they did the same thing. And it's just what, showing off that the Unreal 5 can do this. Am I dead? Standing somewhere. I'll use the red. It's kind of like a VR mission, yeah. Hold down and then hit L2 and I'll slow it down. They keep having this stupid fucking 808 drum beat in the background. I hate that. Hey. Yeah, we're controlled. I guess the idea of like a virtual training simulator. I mean, no one has a trademark on that. Let's get the red. Use a health crystal. They should just use my health automatically. Oh, I'm a shield guy. I really like the green. I mean, it's cheap. Are there other dudes? Yeah, I think there's... I want to handle the other guys that are shooting at me. Where's that guy? Oh, did I blast him off the ledge? Alright. Good enough. Why don't I use this? Not taking any damage, really. I'm kind of not getting good damage on him. What's the deal here? What's the deal here? And why is there always an objective marker in the center of every fucking arena? Look, like, where's my fucking ammo? No healing crystals, no ammo. I think this game stinks. I don't know what to tell you. I think it sucks. I think I don't want to play it. That guy's just standing there. And now all of a sudden he's like... Then all of a sudden, so what, he has a shield around his form? What is this now? Let's try using the blue. The blue seems to do alright. What was going on there? Maybe you gotta use certain color magic. Or maybe they dropped the difficulty down on me. Hey, I don't care. Augment hover. Press triple jump. How long can you hover, though? Basically flying. Oh, if you air dash, you can't hover? That's bullshit. Exists in so many other titles, and there's nothing good or unique about this game, in particular. Get up close and personal with these guys. My gun just never wants to reload. I thought that I had... Oh, because I upgraded it?
Okay.
So I got fucked by upgrading that gun, because instead of having 3 bullets, I only have 1 now. And it doesn't really matter if it does more damage, because then I can't rapid fire shoot a group of enemies and stagger them. It doesn't matter how much damage it does if they get fucking staggered. Oh, good, yeah. Fucking health crystals. Hold the enemy. Yeah, it wants to be so many more games. Like, wants to be God of War or Shadow of the Colossus or something. I don't know, man. It's boring. It's boring. What do you want me to tell you? There's a reason they had to give it away for free, just to increase the total players sold, total downloads sold.
Her birthday, right before everything. Saren, bits of it anyway.
I call dibs on the shoes.
Caleb,
First time fumbling about in Seren.
what? I grew up here.
Don't move, shitbird.
Best crab in the Harrows.
Kilmos. But we both know that's not really crab.
How far from here to Trotter's place?
By a rooftop.
So we're already getting flashbacks.
I don't know.
How like? Usually they wait until the end of the game to introduce
Guess we're not
like a flashback segment. They're already running out of plot. They gotta make me reminisce. And I'm supposed to be impressed that this is look what we did in the Unreal Engine. It's like, dude, that's some nerdy tech shit that I don't care about. Fuck, I have to kill now? Let's use this glue.
This way. We're almost there.
How many rooms?
I got no idea, but it's fuck huge, so probably a lot.
There's just the 5 of us.
Then eventually we might all get really lonely. Who cares? Come on. Check it out.
That whole thing?
Whole thing.
How are we gonna defend that whole thing?
What?
What? We squat a place like that, we need to figure out how to keep it.
Nah, it's ours. I bought it.
How did you... Where did...
It's not a mystery, Jack. I saved up. I wanted a house and now I have one. All of us do.
She was so proud that she found a home. And that was the last time I actually had one.
Got purple magic. What does that mean? Immolate. Dominion mana. Press alt. Alright.
Yes, sir. It's good. Yeah, rock star. Spins on beat.
Kind of like running through. It's almost like it's lacking the it's lacking the addictive elements of a live service game.
Come on!
So they weren't able to make it sticky enough to last. I mean, I've seen stuff like this in Tomb Raider and Uncharted, but in those games, you're doing the platformer. Like, if Nate the Drake doesn't whip this handhold, he's dead.
Out of my way!
So it's kind of like a faster Mirror's Edge style of, like, running segment. And that's it. Didn't think I'd make it, but I did.
Everyone?
I sent them all home. You're the only one to pass.
Why is the marker?
Follow me, Initiate.
You know what this game doesn't have? A crouch button. There we go. It's on a little bit of a more appropriate place. I think they didn't know how tall her character model was.
They surprised me.
Seems like Kirkin really talked me up to everyone.
I don't mean Kirkin. I mean the path. She knows I don't expect much from the unforeseen.
I think I'm on an elevator.
Are we heading towards a backhanded compliment, or...
We zoomed right past it.
Okay. Magni of the Great Houses don't exactly hide their prejudices, do they?
Against your kind. They have good reasons.
My kind? kind.
What do you think? The game stinks?
Wow.
You said it.
You know, just because I
terrible.
Spontaneously exploded with
Doesn't need to
Magnus
be
level
made.
magic or whatever doesn't
Doesn't
mean
need
that
to be
I...
Don't worry,
played.
Initiate. I won't let it cloud my judgment of you. You're different.
How so?
You're one of us now.
And imagine all the effort they did into writing this dumb plot. But all it is a fucking
Sandrak's
Magic
Western
Blast
incursion
shooter.
has been pushed back to
As
the
a
Sky
game,
Islands.
it doesn't need to exist.
Only his
There's
Harriers
some
remain.
enemies and some magic.
Hey,
So
congratulations.
then
what
outside of
now,
that, there's
I
this
hear you
fucking
ask?
story.
Surrounded, but for now
They
unpressed.
wrote it and they
Do we
hired
send our
everybody
forces
and they
north to
paid
lift
them
the
and they
siege at
animated it
Lavender?
and then
Or fortify
just to have
the
somebody
southern
talk
front?
over it.
Marshal our strength, or test its limits? I'll be honest.
I mean, I might
don't
watch
know
this.
which move is best.
It's really weak
But I
science
do know
fantasy, but
we
it's
have
glittery and the
reinforcements.
aesthetics there, and you know,
We
so
do?
it's the kind of thing
She
you'd
means
watch
you,
and
dummy.
Welcome.
you're not offended
Jack
by
of
it.
the House Unforeseen.
You know, if it were a
Newly
movie,
mantled
you'd be
immortal.
like, I don't know, it's like
Champion
6.
protector
No,
of
it wasn't
Lucium.
good, but it didn't
Master
upset me.
Magnus
But because
of
it's
the
a
Order
game,
Elite.
imagine if you
What
paid
words
$50.
do you have
That's
for
never
those
going to
under our
happen anymore.
command?
It used to be
Serious?
15 years ago, not even 20 years ago. A game like this is the only kind of game like
They're
this that's
waiting
going
for
to
your
come out,
answer.
maybe
Don't
even
take
in 6
5
months.
years.
So you'll pay $50 to get a game, and it's like we're still playing,
Hey,
you know, Red
so,
Orchestra the mod, and we're
so
waiting for
when
Halo
I
to come
was a
out on
kid,
PC.
I had
What
this
kind of
friend
shooter
that
are we
wanted
gonna
to
play?
fight in the Everwar.
And it was like that's how they had to
Can't
make
believe
big
I-
games on PC. You needed an
I used to give her a
RPG
hard
like
time about
Oblivion
it.
or something, where it's like
She never
now
got a
we can get
chance
1,000
to,
hours out of a game. What a coincidence! Now games are being made to last
Sharn
1,000
attacked,
hours,
and
and you don't want to play them more than 5.
I don't even have to finish that sentence. Everyone here has a story that starts or ends with Rasharn attacked. And everyone here has survived those stories. But there are so many that didn't. Too many. Their names fill the walls of this place.
And watching this doesn't impact my experience
No more
shooting
names.
magic out of my hand.
No more names.
I don't feel like
May all of
like I
Lucium
said,
honor
Aloy.
yours
I
until
want
the
to
end
know
of days.
what this place is and what this world is, and I want to know who her mother is, and so I got to keep going forward to learn. I don't need
Bottoms
to know
up?
any of this. I don't need to know any of this to keep playing. There's no set
So,
piece.
what now?
This is your party, Jack. Mingle. All eyes are on you.
Mingle.
Bask, even.
What about the stolen artifact? It was like a big, glowy crystal with etchings all over it.
We're scouring the archives. Nothing yet. Go enjoy yourself. Get to know some of the people you'll be working with. Or if the pressure to socialize is too much to bear, head to your new quarters and turn in for the night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Jack.
Let's see this.
Mingle. Right.
All right, mingle or head to my quarters. Because here's the thing. When I was playing Forspoken, I felt like I was learning more about the character, the world, and the plot as I was going through that place, right? But when I run around here, I don't feel like I'm learning more. Or same thing with like in an RPG like this. This is not an RPG, but in an RPG like Witcher, or even in an action adventure game like Horizon, when you wander around and talk to people, you'll get side quests, you'll learn names of places and NPCs, and you'll start to connect the dots with some of this stuff. So that's what they want me to do here, connect the dots? I'm not mingling with nobody. I'm not mingling with nobody. I'm just gonna run. This looks like the invasions map from Mortal Kombat 1. Oh my god. What a disaster of a fighting game. That sold more than Street Fighter or Tekken.
Hold up, these are my quarters? That was a day.
At this point, we're basically just farming cutscenes. That's the game. The game is a cutscene.
Morning, sir. I think I might have, well, accidentally slept in the wrong room. It's kind of, extravagant, really big.
You'll get used to it. Come down to the vault. We need to talk about your next steps as an immortal.
Will do.
And I tell you, these
Now that you're an
swells,
immortal,
they tricked me
Jack,
with these swells.
Do you want to know a secret?
That you actually have hobbies? These all yours?
What do you think of them?
I think I haven't seen enough of the world.
So these were
I don't recognize any of these.
animals
That's
from an
because they
ancient
all
world.
were driven to extinction by the Everwar.
How?
Since we first learned to use magic, we've waged war over who would control it. It isn't meant to be used so violently and so unchecked and for so long. The natural world suffers for it.
That's kind of the plot of
Their habitats
Shadowrun, where
die.
they use magic-like
Their
technology.
waters are ruined, their skies are choked, their lands are crystallized or filled with hungry spirits.
I always talk about
they
the Super
can't
Nintendo
compete.
Shadowrun, but I
Our
know that there's
magic
like
causes ruin
there's a new
for
trilogy
every
on modern
living
consoles.
thing, Jack. It
I
causes
don't know if it's like
the
a point and
wound.
click
We?
turn-based
caused the
strategy
wound?
game, or if it is like more of a.
I told you that we draw magic from the ley lines.
Kind of like
from
the way that
Shrouded
game
Realm.
7 was played.
To be more precise, we siphon it to use as we will, and it stays here. But it's not meant to.
I was just thinking
And
about
no
that.
one's ever
All these
discovered how
stories
to
that are
actually put
trapped
it back.
in a video game are going to get lost because people are not going to want to
Punches
play.
its way
You won't
back
play.
down.
You.
All
It's
that
kind of like
magic
Ingve
over
Malmsteen
all
said.
that time.
You can have bad
And so
lyrics
the wound
if you have a good riff.
grows.
But in this
But
case, it's like you
without
can't have a
magic,
good
we
story
can't
in a
win
bad
the war
game
to
because no one's
control
going to want to play
magic.
through it.
Correct.
I guess they would then watch. Is
So
that why
we're
people
destroying
watch
Avium while we're trying
like,
to save
the-
Avium?
they watch the cutscenes
That's
for these
the
games
secret.
on YouTube,
This secret
and
sucks.
for some reason, people who
It's insane. Does Sandrak know this?
Of course he does.
They
All the
play video
Orders do.
games so they don't notice the
Then why the
uncanny
hell are we
valley.
fighting?
But an ordinary
Everyone
person
needs
who
to just stop.
You want to
doesn't
be
play
the first
video
side
games
to
is
quit?
not going to want to see realistic
Because you trust
graphics. They're going
Sandrak
to want to see
that
the
much.
actor
Because mankind
recording and
can
playing it out.
always be counted on to do the
because they can relate to the person, not the
I've
character.
wanted
That's
to
so
wield
weird.
magic my whole life. And now you're
Like I
telling
don't know
me
who this actor is. Like he look exactly like that
You've
character
already
model.
figured
and I'll
out the
never know who he
solution,
is.
Jack. We win. Then we start thinking about how to fix the wound.
You don't win in Everwar.
It's brick walls like that make you take up painting in your spare time.
Isn't there something else that we can do about it? I mean,
Yes. Go to that spell altar.
what spell will
All right,
it
I'm
bring me?
I'm
One
going
that
to the
hopefully
spell altar.
eases your conscience.
The ironic thing is pressing the analog stick and running around is still really satisfying, no matter what the game is. Oh, not another augment. Cool. I'm gonna use that in battle.
Reckless, overtaxed, and broken magic.
You know, I wouldn't make
often
fun of it. It was
leaves
good.
Corruption behind.
How much fun I had with
You
TMNT,
grew up
huh?
with it in Saren.
Or
The
for
deposits that would
Spoken?
accumulate
I love
in
that
the
game.
Underbridge. There, it's a nuisance. But larger, more malignant versions exist. Part of the Immortals' mandate is to restore those areas of the world overrun with this corruption. That spell is the key.
Restore them. With magic. The same magic that causes it, and oh yeah, also the wound.
The irony isn't lost on anyone. In the meantime, you have more pressing concerns. Zendara's waiting for you in the war chamber to brief you on a mission.
Zendara.
Really? Please don't say she's my field commander.
Run along. Your field commander's waiting.
That's just a pickup. That's the craft station. Like, get me out of here. You're distracting me with all these fake points of interest. Press and hold. What is the thing where if you're too close to the point of interest, you can't interact with it? What is that all about?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Another cutscene. That's what this game needs.
Outrank me, right? Wow.
That you can't skip.
This place is kind of big. I must have gotten lost. Huh.
Intel indicates that the Hand is operating near the Pale Forest, and we've just lost contact with our outpost there.
What's so important about the forest?
Where's the fucking game?
Nothing.
When do I get to shoot an enemy with my spell?
100 years. And yet she's
Holy
taking a big
shit!
risk attacking so close to the Palathon.
It's no wonder people don't want this.
Not an initiate. That's not even a rank.
And all the money and effort. Look, admittedly, right? Look at how detailed those models are. All the curvature.
You're coming? I mean, what about Devin?
But seriously though, and the animation
and seems to think you might not get me killed.
And you know, the ponytail sway and the fabric softener, and so they spent all this money, all this money making this, and it was a failure. I know about fast travel. It was a failure, and they built this level. Look at this level that they built, and there's no reason to be here. There's no reason to be here. It's like it's not an open world. What? Press and hold square. Mana is full. Now where do I go? You know, it's not like Tamriel, which I've never been to, but I hear it's lovely there. It's just not like that. What is that? What is this? Where's my waypoint? I'll run to the waypoint. And now I'm in the waypoint. Enter the Pale's Forest. See? Wait, enter the Pale's Forest. Hall of Memories. Run up here. And now I'm here. I'm gonna pass this guy, and now I'm running here. And now I'm here. And now I'm running, and it's like, where are these levels going? Wait a minute! What the fuck? Enter the Pale Forest. Enter the Pale Forest. It says Lucium. Is that where I am? The Palathon? No, that's where I am. Lucium. Enter the Pale Forest. I did. I did.
Hello, Immortal. Kirkin told me you know our, secret.
About magic causing the wound? That we're all destroying Aveum? She sure did.
Yeah, bit of a gut punch, that one.
This restoring spell, it really cleanses the Lurge? That's what we used to call it in Saren.
Lurge? What an absolutely perfect name. Lurge! Yes, it works.
And the Lurge stat and cast R2 to cast Restore. Oh, you gotta lock onto it just like when I interact. Oh, fuck. Is that an enemy? we go. Slippery. We'll beat the path a little bit. Alright, I'm tired of it. Kind of tired of doing this. Because I've been begging and waiting for some action, and then now that I'm doing it, it's like, oh yeah, I don't really like this game's combat. So I'm trying to think of the games it reminds me of that I do like, and I think that a lot of them are not shooter games. I think that a lot of them are melee games. Stray Blade's a good example, Forspoken's a good example, but just these... And, what was the, New World, the Amazon MMO, New World? It reminds me of those games because of the because of what? Because of the fantasy setting. The fantasy setting. And I guess the nature of, like, maybe the trying to get the feeling of a bigger place than it is, the world being bigger than it is. But because it's just like rock cliffs and paths, it doesn't seem memorable like a Dark Souls world, or, you know, like I can't really remember where I was. It may as well be the same spot. So there are no notable landmarks. When you have an actual open world game, you still need to have landmarks to help you recognize where you are. And if this game's not open world, it's just sort of connected. There's no real light or I don't know, you know, uniqueness to being in one spot versus another. Where's this other guy? So you can't really run away from them because the door doesn't open. So I gotta find them. I mean, like God of War. This game doesn't have a sense of adventure like God of War, where you're like making progress and you're going someplace. And you see all these other spots you might want to explore, but what am I going to get? Yeah, I don't know. Just it kind of doesn't work. Got to be shot in the head. That same spell, buddy. I jumped over it. Stuck on a tree. Stop! Feels like you run out of ammo all the time. Run out of ammo a lot. What about my mana? But that's not a mana, that's for your fucking fast travel. You're gonna make me teleport all the way away. I don't know, man. What do I tell you? If it were good, I'd be hype about it. I've been playing it this long.
I've reached the forest entrance, sir.
Good. I'm approaching from the east. Our target is the ley line tower. Scouts have spotted activity in that area.
I thought you said it was dead. What does the hand want with it?
That's the question.
And it's just us? No backup or anything?
We're immortals, Initiate. We don't need backup.
Oh, anime. So where's the green thing? Alright, this level looks pretty cool. Wind drift. Very, very new. Very new looking color scheme. Oh, maybe like Bulletstorm or Gears, where it's just like... What was that other game?
Damn.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Just like... shooter pieces, but those games have fun guns. I think that's another problem with this game where you don't really get new weapons, it's just a different spell, but all the spells do the same thing. Like, realistically, green, blue, or red, a spell is a spell, dude. It's gonna do the same thing, I just need to shoot them. So all the guns function exactly the same way. They think that there's a shotgun and they think that there's a sniper, but... And they think there's a machine gun, but it's the same. They all function exactly the same. Sometimes also I can't tell if the guys are dead or not. Oh man. They get stuck on these fucking back walls. There's some girl up top there that I can't get to. Guess she died. But I still got no health crystals. I wonder what gold is for. Like, do I need to be buying things? May I have to pay to craft. Can't go down there. Reach the tower. Can't go down there.
A spell altar.
I mean, there are a lot of secret spots with these little blaster puzzles, I guess. Who cares? Spell puzzles and skill points? Dude, we don't care about that. It's got nothing to do with anything. If it's not run and gun shooting like Doom, or if there's not some type of an sense of adventure like God of War, what is this? There's a bunch of story cutscenes we don't want to watch. And then there's some magic we don't want to shoot. And Electronic Arts is like, it was a great try. It just... Players didn't want to pay $50 for it. It's like, well, if they don't want to pay $50, why did you make it? Because you're going to sell it for $50. If they'll only pay $20 for a mediocre game, you'd be better off saving the money and not making it at all.
Get
know if the shooting is fun. I think I'm just like doing it because I know how. I've played a game before, so I know how to play this game.
Wards throughout the forest to slow our advance.
We'll need a construct to get past.
It's like
those.
I'm not playing it, I'm just working it. Boy, I fucking hate this game.
Great.
I spotted one of their lieutenants in a grove near my position. Tracking him now.
Why don't you put a waypoint
Do what
on
you
this
can
one?
to push forward, Initiate.
Yes, sir.
Just think about all these resources. And now I gotta fight this guy. And I didn't like fighting him the first time. So now I gotta do this again. What else am I doing? Just jump down? Alright. And I'm like running through this whole spot. He stopped shooting. He stopped shooting somehow. Like trying to find a smart way to fight these guys. I'm just running through these levels. I think that what it is that I'm comparing it to a bunch of these open world games that really do have a purpose of, as I said, taking a character on an adventure. I just thought about Saints Row. Any game where the main character is on an adventure and you advance the plot by advancing the game. That's interesting. That's compelling. It gives you a little bit of a motivation because it's their story. You're playing it. And so for the modern gamer that they might not want a character story, or as many people may not want a character story, and they want it to be like recreational activity for them and their friends, right? Like a multiplayer game. Single player game like this that's up against any other type of action combat. Like a single player game needs to tap into that sense of character building and advancement. I put 1,600 hours into Rust. I built my fort. I got the rare item. I leveled up, Wasn't everybody into Stalker? It's not like they care about the story of Stalker, or Tarkov, or, it's like, I traveled to all these planets. I got all this gear. I leveled up so many times. This doesn't have a story that I want to learn more about. And it doesn't have that sense of, like, development and progression. It's got a skill point, sure. It's got a level up, sure. Sure it does. But it doesn't have that sense of accomplishment that people are wanting from games, even single-player games. Not challenge, but accomplishment. I did this. I completed this. I gathered all this stuff. I did all these missions. I leveled all this stuff up. So even that sense, grinding, there's nothing to grind. So for a story gamer, it doesn't have enough to grab me. And for a casual gamer, it doesn't have enough to grind and level up and do and develop. And so then you go, well, you'd better be a really intense single player like campaign, Call of Duty, Killzone, Half-Life, Red Faction, and it's like, it's not that either.
The construct.
It's got a great story that has nothing to do. Like, such a detailed story has nothing to do with the gameplay.
Something funny.
And it's just totally failed. It's not this big, wide, open world game where you can even do a lot of activities, develop a lot of stuff, accomplish, quote unquote, a lot of stuff in the game.
Short conversation then.
Wait, what?
It's like if
The
Godfall
control
had a
crystal
story,
uses
but
green
it still
magic.
stinks.
I think I can bind it to myself.
You're wasting your time, little magician.
Quiet! If you think you can do it, do it.
Lucian demon.
Here we go. See? Easy. Some Triarch shit right there.
Well done.
He was a prisoner.
Not anymore.
He was helpless.
Rasharnians are never helpless. I just saved him the trouble of trying to kill us later.
You think if they made this as an RPG, it would do better? I mean, maybe. Like LX or Elder
The Hand of
Scrolls.
Sandrak. That's her ship.
To go where you please and take missions.
Moving away from
I
the
don't
ley
know.
line tower.
I think it just, I don't know where they were
Back
going
on
with this.
mission,
What was the
initiate.
vision? What was the vision?
Take the construct.
It's going to be
I'll
a
try to
single player
intercept.
shooter magic game. Okay, and then what?
Okay,
the
I
tower
guess I'm
still.
following you. Cool. So I'm Jack. Do you have a name? Nothing, huh?
See if I can run ahead of this
Call you
guy.
Construct then. Zendara said the Construct could open the ward. Good job, buddy. If you see any of your old pals, attack on sight, okay? Like these guys.
I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done playing this. I don't want to shoot these guys anymore. I'm sick of it. Another boss might actually be a good idea. Spice it up a little bit.
Lucian Tatation!
Green Magnus. So then is he gonna be weak to Oh, I'm fucking dead. Is my friend in here with me? Yeah, he is. So then he can handle the Why don't I let him handle all the guys? Holy shit, look at all these guys. Where's the main dude? Whoa. I'm dead. So he's slow now. I think I'm just gonna follow this guy. Isn't that a good idea? Just focus on the boss and let my friend fight all the enemies. green. Oh shit, where'd he go? I lost him. I can't get out of the way. No health crystals. He's over there. I'm fucking dead. This is not fucking recommended, by the way. And then he gets a shield. How are you shooting? Oh yeah, melee, I forgot. That's not him. This thing runs out of ammo like crazy. I wonder if it's like that boss from Devil May Cry where the enemies don't continue to spawn in, eventually they stop? I don't know. Where is he? No, they're still spawning in. I'm barely doing any damage to it. He explodes that whole zone. Maybe I'll hang back here, because I can see where he is. Got a shield again. Keep shooting! Dude, there's something about this gun, it stops. And his spawn, his Legion are not coming behind me, so let's just keep, like, sniping it from here. Teleport again. Down here. Alright, there we go. Green Magnus defeated. There we go. There we go. I'm done. There we go. Green Magnus.
Okay, where to now?
Green Magnus. I'm done. Green Magnus and I'm done. Where to now? Reach the tower. I have to do this. I think this guy's weak to red. I wonder if the certain enemies are weak to certain colors. I never really figured that out. Who knows how much gold I have, how much mana I have, who knows. So let's see. Now I have 90 this. Erect this little green penis here. A little mandatory platforming, a little hovering. mandatory. Implement the gameplay.
Another altar.
Give me another spell that I'll forget to use, that I'll forget that I have. I'm never going to use that. What's this? They're always locked. How come they're always locked? And they give you a combat sequence right after you beat a boss. It's like, dude, go play Halo, go play Half-Life, go play Killzone, and learn how to do, because it's a single-player shooter campaign. That's what it is. It's not an immersive RPG. It's not an open-world, ongoing activity game. It's a linear first-person shooter. So go play Doom and go play all these other games, whether they have a story, whether they have a plot. But I'll tell you what they have. They have fun gameplay and set-piece action. They don't just have a level floor and a bunch of spawning enemies. Hey, are you my friend or what? I thought that you were my friend. Probably have like 20 levels that I'm never gonna spend. This green homing is starting to not cut it. All those bonus. We don't need those bonus puzzles. Bonus platform puzzle, bonus,
What the hell?
color shift, we don't need that.
I need to get to the other side somehow.
I wonder if I have to control it with my green. Just stroke this a little bit and see if you can make it longer. I'm waiting for my friend.
Here we go, buddy. Construct, sick 'em.
Alright, that's it. I've had enough. I've had enough. What can I say that hasn't already been said? It stinks. They wasted all this artistic budget crafting music and art and fantasy, and it's trapped in a lackluster shooter that could have been made as a template in the Unreal Engine 5. No adventure, no progression, barely a story. No memorable experiences. Lackluster gameplay is the perfect description. It should be on the back of the box. Simply lackluster. And that's why I'm done playing it. Immortals of Aveum.